Happy Tuesday. You are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. I know we're on a few moments early, but I was just so excited that I had to come on early and tell everybody who my guest is going to be this evening. The legendary Mr. Anthony Mangini is coming on with me this evening. I think he's stuck in traffic right now. So I wanted to come on and make sure we were connected and we are all ready for tonight's show. I guess you got to make an appearance, right? Is that what happens? So when I think Anthony is actually with DJ Serg as well. So when they come in, we'll have to give them a warm welcome. So happy Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Tonight should be a very interesting show. You have two people that have questionable filters, to say the least, right? I put a post up today, and it said, let me actually go to the post. I found it to be very interesting because it's kind of how I live my life most days. And I just don't want to screw up the quote. It said, some things are better unsaid, which I generally realize right after I said them. And I would say that that's probably me. But sometimes I think you should say those things. I always address the pink elephant in the room. So, a lot of times, my husband used to tell me all the time, you don't always have to say everything that comes to your mind. But sometimes you got to talk about it, right? Because there are a lot of things that people don't like to talk about or don't think they should talk about. And they're all issues that should be spoken about. So we're going to talk. I hear a noise outside. I'm not sure if it is our guest. You're excited. Thank you guys. We're tuned in as well on Facebook Live on Real Talk with Karen Stacy. So thank you guys. I see all of the outpouring of love coming on, and I appreciate it. Since I'm sitting here talking to myself, I appreciate it. Come on in. See, I told you they were going to be here. Yo, we are live. Yes, Mr. Miami Mike asked that we begin. So we are on live. You're sitting here. What do you need, baby? Yeah, that'll work.
You could talk to him for 2 minutes.
I could talk to him for 2 minutes.
Are we on Facebook Live?
We're on everything. You gotta say we're on Miami Mike Radio Live.
Yes,
we are
there we
on
go.
Facebook
wow, look
Live.
At this.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Hi.
You got him for 5 minutes. How's that, okay?
Can I have a kiss?
Hey, baby. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's a good word. I crashed the show today.
Thunderbird. I know. I didn't know you were coming.
This is such a cool spot.
Thank you.
Tell me this would be a cool spot for a little studio.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
God, I love it.
Well, this is my little studio.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I need help because I'm not technically savvy. I just know how to talk.
It looks nice. It looks
Thank
really
you.
nice. I like the wood. I like the way it is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you want to hear the story about this?
Yeah.
So, do you know where I got this?
No.
The
Amish.
The Amish
Give me
country.
the number because you know why? I want to get one to put cars. I was just telling Anthony. I said I want to put my car inside.
You know what? They make
That's
these.
what it's for, right?
No. Well, this I don't know, but this particular they make like garages.
They come in one day and they put it up, right?
No, they drove it here.
Oh, it was already on the truck complete.
It was, my husband knew all the measurements, and you had to see them pull it through my driveway.
That's crazy.
They just made it fit.
Oh, my God.
And they brought it in. So what he's talking about, what we're talking about right now is I have it's like a barn, but it's obviously there's no animals in here. But, and
Very
it's
cool.
all like unfinished pine on the inside, and it's
Very
insulated as well. So we were supposed to put a bathroom in over there, and my husband brought the water water in because I, for my to
Yeah,
wash
yeah.
hair and stuff. But it unfortunately he never was able to do that. But it's functional. This is like my female cave.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah, you just got to be careful that freezes in the winter, right?
Yeah.
What do you do, put a heater on?
No, I haven't figured that part out yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
have the heater on in here so nothing else freezes. But
Oh,
I went
okay.
to do a shampoo the other day and the water didn't work.
Oh,
So you're right.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm a girly girl. I don't know these
Yeah,
things.
just leave a little heat. Or
What
the
do
other
you mean
little
leave a little heat?
The little trick is leave the water just slightly dripping.
Oh, that would be my
Once
luck.
water's moving, it doesn't freeze.
Oh my God, how funny is this? Anthony ran out to the car and he's watching us on Facebook.
Hi, Anthony.
He's gonna get jealous. He's gonna get jealous.
I'm taking over your show.
Taking
Lock the
over
door.
the show. That's
Lock
it.
the door.
Well, you know what? It's funny, right? Because I always tell the story that you were always my favorite DJ. I mean,
Thank
from when
you.
I was
Thank
a
you.
kid, you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
one of
yeah.
my favorite DJs.
And I got to make the show. I told you, we've been kicking around an idea for me to come.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon.
To do a show
now-
with
yeah,
me.
with you, the
yes,
whole show.
And also, we were also talking about us doing a show together one evening.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah, even somewhere.
Yeah, we're working on that
Satellite
as well.
or anything like that.
We're working on that. Look, you gotta come on. Do I have to tell you that? Oh, you got your cruise shirt on too.
Hi, boss.
Hey, boss.
I warmed up your chair.
Well, you know what? If you want to pull up another chair so you're close, that you can pull that
Sure.
chair too. Let's try not to
Okay,
knock everything
I'm
over.
handing you over
Pull this.
to the one and
Yeah,
only,
pull that over.
the legendary
He's got to go.
Anthony
Oh, he does?
Mangini.
He's got to go.
Oh, I
I'll
thought
be
he
up
was
5
staying.
minutes.
Okay.
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 I want to get my phone charger.
All right, he's got to charge his phone. This is what happens. What can I tell you?
Do you
this
wear
is
shoes?
This is a live show. Don't those look like my shoes, Serge?
My God.
Those do look like my
Fit
shoes.
your whole leg in there.
Yeah, well, I
Come on,
like
pull the chair
high
up.
heels.
Hi, boss.
Hey, boss.
So just to recap, we have DJ Serg in the house, and we have well, he doesn't like to be called DJ. So Anthony Mangini, actually my 19th favorite DJ, because we already discussed that Serg was my first.
That's fine. That's okay. That's okay, baby. I'm okay with that.
Listen, I listened to Serg when I was a kid. I mean,
Come here, come over here
we
so
were
they can
like,
see you.
we were. How old were we? Like, it was like 6. I don't. How you've been DJing for how long now?
Oh, forever.
Yeah.
I met Serge when he was 14. Yeah, come over here.
Come closer, boys.
Oh, yeah. Get close to you, baby.
Come
Tonight.
closer.
I knew you were going to dress nice, too.
Oh my God, I have a freaking sweatsuit on.
like it.
My hair's like a rat's
I like
nest.
it.
See
Come here,
that?
Serge, get in here.
See, girls, we all go crazy to try to look good, and you throw on sweats, and it's all good, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it?
It's all good in the hood.
All good in the hood.
So I met Serge when he was 14. I
Uh-huh.
was 18.
Okay.
Come here.
Hi, boss.
We met each other at, it was Take 5. It was a battle of the DJs.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Tony C. He was
He was running it. He was
yeah,
the house DJ.
and it was a battle of the DJs,
Uh-huh.
and that's the first time we met, and we've been pretty much best friends ever
And
since.
what year did you say that was? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Well, how old? You were 14. What year would that
I
be?
think that
I was
was
18. That was
90?
88.
Oh, 88.
I'm born
Yeah,
in
it was
70.
88. It was
88.
Oh,
before
so we're the same age then. I was born
Yeah, it
in
was
70.
88.
I was
also.
born in 70.
Me
so
too.
that was 1970.
Wow.
1988.
Wait. Oh, 1980. Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, but
88.
still, that's
Yeah.
a long time.
And look where we are today.
Well, that's
Yeah.
And
We were
that's-
doing Facebook Live on the way here. This way I could tell everybody we were running late because of
Thank you. Yeah.
Because of this guy.
Yeah. And they go like this, and they're pointing the fingers at each other.
Mm-hmm.
I said to Anthony, "Really, are you going to get over here?" What happened 2 weeks ago when Melanie and her girlfriend, everybody was late. They walked in, everything was upside down.
This is very cool.
Isn't it?
I like this.
Thank
I like
you.
this thing.
Thank you.
I'm going to buy one of these things.
I gotta.
Oh, you could buy something?
Yeah, you could buy this. She said they bring it all in one piece and they pop it down.
It was just we bought it in the
More
Amish
cars,
country.
Yeah.
I picked it.
Park that. You got to see the car that's outside. The blue Julia is crazy.
Oh, that's right.
boy.
Serge loves cars,
Yeah.
right? So what
Yeah.
kind of car is it?
It's an Alfa Romeo.
Oh, I like Alfa
Yeah,
Romeos.
the
Julia.
Is it convertible?
No, this one's a 4-door.
I like convertibles.
4-door saloon sedan.
Aw, you look at you guys. You're
Yeah.
snuggled up.
Look at us. We
That's
sound
so
like, come here, baby.
cute.
Come over here,
See?
baby.
Now I'm part of
Your
the snuggle.
19th favorite DJ's
My
here.
19th favorite DJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your first favorite DJ.
The one and only.
And my first, look at that. I went from 1 to 19.
We're gonna
fast.
we're gonna pick who the 2 from 18 are tonight.
From 18?
2 to 18.
2 to 18.
2 to 18.
I know, but you really weren't my 19th. You made yourself my 19th, and that's something
you were
I was.
Another 100. So you worked your way up.
He was actually 19. He wasn't 19. He was 190, and that's how it went.
But I can't do math, so we ended up at 19. Math.
Oh, we're gonna have fun with this voice tonight. Serg is like, do her voice in the car.
Well, that was what I wanted to. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Actually, you ended up doing a talk show with me without me, correct?
Yeah, I did.
He was filling in for you.
No,
I was actually doing my voice, interviewing her for a quick second.
Right, you were doing. I got all these messages, and I'm not up late. You guys are up till all hours in the morning and stuff, and I'm home. I got my little guy.
This guy doesn't sleep.
Right, none of you sleep. So I know I was getting like
I sleep late.
messages. There you go. I was getting messages and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is everybody talking about? And then I think you were like, you gotta listen to this, or you gotta, and you recorded it or whatever. And I didn't get to hear a lot of it, but I heard some of it. But you were the one who said, I'm on the phone with Anthony Mangini, my 19th favorite DJ.
That's how it started.
That's how it started. I did not call you my 19th
That's
favorite.
That's right. Me acting a fool.
Yes, in my defense, I did not.
So you made yourself number 19.
Your Honor,
I did.
Yes, Your Honor, in my defense, I did not say 19.
Oh, well, thank you.
See?
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Here we are.
I would have had you in the top
Mazel
10.
Tov. It's your big day. And we got DJ Serg in the building.
Hi.
Yeah, no doubt. These are the trouble twins here. No.
I'm the normal one of the group.
Yeah.
Hope everyone knows that. He knows that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ask anybody. Mike, the whole crew. Ask anybody.
That you're the normal one?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm very normal.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you should feel good about it because you're sitting there talking to a nice normal guy.
Yeah. He sleeps.
whose lips are all chapped from this cold. It's cold as hell outside. What's up with that?
Back to
Smells
Florida,
like a
please.
Who smells like a cigarette? It's about to smell like some
cigarette.
Miller Lite for you, Mom.
Oh, my.
You smell like a little booze, too. What are you drinking,
I
baby?
did not. I am clean and dry.
Are you really?
Yep.
Oh,
No booze here.
You're only going to be dry for long. But...
I knew he was
Hey, you want to...
Wepa. That's all.
Karen saw Serg walk in. She got all moist.
Oh, God.
All right, no, come on, stop.
It ain't like that.
It's a family show.
Pro.
Is this a family show?
This
No,
is
it's
a
not.
family
Is it?
show? I don't think so.
I think you said put the kid... No way. After hearing what Tracy Katz and Tia's over here talking about... What is it called? When she's all backed up? Constipated. We're not. I have no issues like that, so we're not gonna.
What do they do?
Well, I'm glad
No, Tia's talking about like colonics and this and that. She's out of control.
What do they go up there with a hose and they wash your ass out?
Yeah, it was a shitty show.
They go up there. They go up there with a hose and they wash your ass out. There we go. That's a perfect way to
clean.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, well, there are some people that could use that. No.
Sometimes, yeah. Some people can use it in their mouth.
That's what I mean.
Exactly. In their mouth.
That's what I was talking about.
We could put a list together.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, no doubt. But no, yeah.
We meant to clean them out. We're not putting the hose in them out.
Whatever. Serg is like, that's fine. The hose works too. Yeah. No. What I said was tonight.
What are you looking at?
At 8:00, he's just staring.
This is so cool. I like this.
I like this thing. It's like a little club.
What's going on at 8:00 tonight?
Tonight at 8:00 is Rudolph.
The red-nosed reindeer?
Yeah.
Well, that's the one. So tonight is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So what I said was put the kids in front of the TV, let them watch Rudolph, and then you come and watch and listen to us, right?
Perfect.
A little Benadryl at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Knock them out a little bit.
Throw them in front of the TV at 8. You get Parent of the Year, and you're good to go. You could listen to the show all night.
So when this is all done, I can get like a shape up or something?
Yeah.
We got to get him a new haircut.
Next.
Okay, we'll do that. You want me to cut his hair while we're on the radio?
You know, that would be really cool to do that with somebody. Actually give them a haircut while you're doing the whole real talk with Karen Stacy. Do like a haircut.
Let me tell you something.
Can you add hair if I need it?
I actually do hair extensions.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm getting that too, right here. You see that?
Oh,
I'm getting that too.
There
was a picture. There was a
little St. Anthony going.
Yeah. There was a picture from a softball thing I was looking at. I was like, oh my God, I got a bald spot Like I really.
Nah, but you guys are. I mean, you're. I know I don't mean you're old, like in a bad way, but you're good. Like you're not going. You're not losing it.
Well groomed.
No, I don't mean about being groomed.
We look like gentlemen, though. We always look.
But I don't mean
presentable.
That's not what I'm saying.
Presentable.
Yes. Well, that's...
Anthony was all suited up Sunday. Looked like a gentleman.
Oh, yeah. You saw the picture of me and him doing the 40th birthday party at Surf Club.
You guys rocked
that club. Christy, right, was the girl's name?
Yeah.
Rocked that party. Rocked that party.
Michael Jackson, we dug him up.
That
for
was
that
crazy.
Party.
There was a Michael Jackson impersonator. That was amazing.
He was great.
That was he was really
really
good.
Good, bro.
Not for nothing. He was really good.
Really?
I'm talking
everything.
really
Ripped
good.
it. I'm not gonna lie.
So he's an impersonator, obviously.
Yeah. No, we went and dug him up.
And Serg brought him to the house and brought him to life.
Wow.
We jump started him with the card things.
Damn, you know how to do that?
Yeah.
He did. He brought him to the garage and we brought him to the party.
Does it work with an urn?
We threw him in the back. And anyone who listened, like, you know, everyone, a lot of the people that are listening right now heard the Serg phone calls.
Okay.
The farm animals. Serg has a piece. Anyone that doesn't know, Serg has a piece of the Bronx Zoo. So if you want to book a party with DJ Serg Entertainment, he has access to all the animals.
Everything.
Elephants. You know, I want a bobcat and a mountain lion. Serg is going to get it for you, and just have a good time with it. You know, for the party.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'd be great for kids' parties. Nothing like a mountain lion sitting in the front with a DJ Serg. And Serg is going to put the chain down with a rock. You know, the zip way.
The chain with the rock.
The rock. Look, he's looking at his watch.
He's looking at his watch. Time to go. All right, gotta go.
I gotta go to Rockland. I wish I didn't have
Salute.
Gotta go.
Anyone, I'm having a drink.
All right,
okay, boss.
Well, hold
have
on.
a good show.
We gotta say thank you so much to DJ Serg. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
We love you.
Listen to the legendary Anthony Mangini.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
I love you, boss.
Thank you, guys.
Goodbye, boss.
I'll hit you later after this meeting.
Goodbye.
All right, we'll talk later.
Here we go.
All right.
It's just you and me, huh?
And now it's you and me. So I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for tuning
chair
in.
keeps moving to the right.
Well, that's because it's trying to get to me.
Thank
you for tuning in
to
Real.
Is that my chair? Or is that...
I can't say for sure. Could you let me speak, please? I'm speaking.
Thank
you for tuning in to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And tonight, my special guest is Mr. Anthony Mangini, who got here a few minutes late, so we were yip-yapping a little bit. So now...
I wasn't that late.
I said a few.
Okay. That was his fault, though.
Of course it was his fault.
I was with him. We had this meeting stuff, and we had no choice. And today was the day, and it ran late. We were on time.
Well,
the people we were having the meeting with were
not
20 minutes late.
Yeah.
So we would have been. I plan on being here.
That was your 20 minutes.
I'm never late.
Yeah, that was your 20 minutes.
I'm very punctual. That's the one thing I could say about me is I'm punctual.
I know that about you.
Well, it's funny. Listen, I've never really done something like this. So
I know.
And I never do any of my stuff live, like with Facebook. Like,
I know.
You don't really see my face too much, and I'm looking at me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a different thing when you're doing a live show. I know you DJ live.
I just keep seeing his ear right here. I look like I'm about to fly away.
I know you do you DJ live, but it's different when, like, right now we have people that are streaming and they're watching us on Facebook Live, and we can't really answer them because we're talking. So I always say after the show. We will later. Yes, later on. Since we're not doing a call-in, excuse me, we're going to probably.
Can we move this closer?
We could,
so
but then it's going to be harder. You know what? It's better that you don't get distracted right now with it. So let's talk now, then we can do that. I need your undivided attention.
Okay, you have it.
Okay.
You have me, baby. My undivided attention.
All right. Salute. So first, I just want to say that I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We are blessed to be a part of the Miami Mike Radio family. And we thank everybody. We are very thankful for everybody that tunes in and listens, because without all of them, we would be talking to ourselves and playing music for ourselves, right? So
absolutely.
We thank each and every one of you for your support and, everything that goes along with it. Now, you have been on the station for how long now?
A little over 4 years. I just had my 4-year anniversary. Oh, man. I forgot the exact date.
What month?
I forgot the exact month as
well. Oh, okay. You forgot all of it. All right. Well, it was recently.
It was, and it actually on the exact date of my 4 years, I played.
You did a show. Yes, I remember seeing that.
It was just me. And then we had a 4-year anniversary party where it was me, Mike, and Steve.
Yes,
DJ
I
Simply
saw
Nice.
that. Yep.
We did
and
that.
You
And then
did
Sammy,
a Facebook Live that day.
And then Sammy Badillo actually came later. He got off a plane. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, come here. And he came with us and hung out with us. So Sammy came and that was great. Well, I actually hung out with Sammy on Saturday night. We were in Rockland County and Sammy was there.
Oh, nice. Now, how long, first of all, tell everybody who you are. I mean, I know there are people that are listening and a lot of people know who Anthony Mangini is, but I'm sure there are listeners out there that have no idea who Anthony Mangini is. So, I always ask everybody, who are you?
I'm a 48-year-old man from Yonkers. I play music. I'm sorry, I can't tap. I'm not very calm. You'll learn that I'm not as calm and cool as collected as some other people. I love to play music. That's been my hobby and my passion since I was 12. And it's something that I truly, truly love to do. I love to look out, and it doesn't make a difference if one person is dancing or 50,000 people are dancing. It's just a lot of fun, and it's a great thing to be able to do that and share some of the stuff that... Listen, I practice real hard to get to be able to do what I do. And now it's very easy with technology. Mm-hmm. But back in the day with 3 turntables and we had a reel-to-reel going. There was times we had DAT going. But we, I practiced very hard to be able to play the way I played. And to be able to make that people come to a party and they know... The one thing I'll say, if they come to a party, they know I'm DJing it. They know they're going to hear some good music. And that's the one thing I'm always very positive with. And I've never seen people leave a party and say, oh, the music sucked.
That would not be a good thing.
Well, no, then I should probably just pack it in and just...
Pack it up, pack it in.
Pack it in. Bingo. As I say, bingo.
Well, now, and so we're going to talk more about, that part of your life. But more about you. Like, I know you had said to me, like, you have like a 9 to 5 type of thing. Like, you don't just DJ.
It's not really a 9 to 5. I do custom home electronics. I can have you control your house from anywhere in the world. I can have you control your house with an iPad. You'll control the audio portion of the house. You can control the video portion of the house. Your drapes, your blinds, your climate, anything. I could have you open your garage from China, open your garage, disarm your alarm, have a workman go in the house and do what they have to do, and they can leave. And
wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very intricate, like that's a lot
It's definitely a lot of wires. And
wow. Holy crap.
It's all networked now. A lot of stuff, like even like this show is, networked. Like the stream we have is networked.
Right.
If it wasn't for Wi-Fi or network, we wouldn't be able to do it, the live broadcast. That's how, when I first met Mike, and when Mike first said, let's do it, I was like, what do I need? He's like, you need a good internet connection.
Right.
And that's everything. It's all networked.
Yeah, exactly. So how long have you been doing that aspect?
A long time.
So how did you do it before because Wi-Fi and internet and all that stuff was weak for so long. Well, how were you able to do that?
Before networking, it was just pretty much the house itself.
Oh, I gotcha. So
it was self-contained.
Got more.
Yeah, like you push a button, the projector will drop down, a screen will drop down. Something like that, like pretty high end.
I was gonna say, so I assume that you work for like people that have like Elmer J. Fudd. They have a mansion and a yacht.
It's those kind of people.
Those kind,
Palm Beach, Jupiter Island, Miami. Pretty much the rich of the rich.
And now, a question, and I don't know if they're listening right now, but normally that clientele, are they receptive, kind? I know I've heard people before that work and they tell them they got to go to the bathroom, in the woods, and take your shoes off and don't walk over here.
Well, yeah, it's definitely some of them, majority of that type of atmosphere. Most of the people are very kind.
Okay.
Most of the people are very kind. There are some people that treat you like you're dog shit,
right?
And you're beneath them, and but you try to be a nice person. You try to suck it up, and you try to do your job.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, I know I've heard those stories. I mean, from
I'm a nice guy. I'm in general, I'm a nice guy. I'm friendly. I'm good with people, and you got some billionaire woman who's screaming at you. You just try to be calm and cool, and you don't want to go off on her. Where in the general day, me outside in public, if I had some skank bag screaming at me like that, it wouldn't work well.
Right.
But in that end, you either say you're going to keep your job or you that's how that goes.
Yeah.
You have to treat them with respect. Listen, you treat everybody. I treat everyone with respect unless they don't treat me with respect.
Right.
And that's something I was taught as a child. you treat everybody with respect. If they don't treat you with respect, you treat them as such. And I'm the type of person that will treat you as such if you treat me with disrespect. And there's people out there that know that, and not many, but I don't really play games. I don't pull any punches. I try to keep it real, and if people don't like it, in my opinion, too bad. I'm not trying to. Listen. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy people know that plays music. No one really knows me and socially from anything I do in my private life. As far as my work wise or anything like that.
Right.
They don't really know that. They don't know that aspect of Anthony.
Right.
The same way with Mike. Like he does his own. He has we all have our own separate things that we do, and we come together and we throw a great party. We have a lot of fun. It's and we enjoy ourselves. We really enjoy everything we do, and like I enjoy doing that. I'm sorry, I keep banging on the table. You're gonna have to tell me that all night, Mom.
Stop banging, baby. Stop banging.
Good boy.
All right.
So go ahead.
Go ahead. So now you are a family man. Speaking of who you are a family man.
Absolutely.
I know you have 2 girls.
I have 2 daughters.
And
Genevieve and Angelina. Genevieve is 20 years old. Genevieve goes to Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida. She's there on a softball scholarship. She is a badass little softball player. She's a great student. Great grades. An awesome, beautiful human being. I got to see her the other day before I came to Florida. I got to spend Tuesday with her, and she came to Florida, and I came to. When she got home on Tuesday, I got to spend some time with her before I came to New York on Wednesday.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
And then I have my daughter Angelina. She's 12. She's crazy.
Oh, I didn't realize she was only 12.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Okay.
She's definitely. I don't mean to say it, but she takes after me. What's that?
I'm trying to. I have. What am I doing here?
Whatever you got to do. So Angelina takes after me, and she's another amazing ball player. Big up shout to the Power Black. I know some of the people are listening tonight. Power Black, 12U Lopez, 06 Lopez. That's her year, 06. What an amazing team! Like she's on there. My older daughter, I coached her for pretty much till she got to high school.
I saw that you're always, so both of your girls play softball?
Both of them, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't, I don't do any type of sports at all.
Sports?
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
Sports!
I don't do any of that. So now, I didn't realize she was only 12. Okay, so now you posted something really funny. There was a prank or something going on Facebook for Thanksgiving, and all the college students were asking how long in the microwave that you should cook a turkey, and all these parents were like flipping out.
You know what's funny? I was playing on Miami Mike Radio, and Genevieve sent me the text of, and I put it on my Facebook. Genevieve sends me a text. Can I, Dad, can I cook a? She said something about I got a cooking question. I have a cooking question, and then of course I just like stopped what I was doing, and I was like, I called her. She didn't answer, and then she came up with the whole how long does it take to cook a 25-pound turkey in the microwave? Yep.
And that was a prank because I saw a lot of people were posting it on Facebook.
Oh yeah, she got a great response from me. She got a great response. Sorry, I keep banging. She got a great response from me. She got a great response from my mother, and she got the best response from Beth.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it.
Beth went in. Beth pretty much told her, don't do it. And Beth went in, man. Beth's real.
Beth I love your sister.
Beth
is Anthony's sister.
Beth makes Anthony Mangini look normal. Every day, Beth Mangini's Beth Mangini. Anthony's
As
the normal
one there.
Be. She's crazy.
As it should be.
She's a lot. She's awesome. I love my sister with everything I have. That girl is my heart, and that girl is, we've been through a lot with our parents dying and everything like that, and that girl is, I love Beth with everything I have. I'll do anything. I'd kill someone for Beth.
Like I said, you're a family man, and that's always evident, and you're also very loyal and true to the people that you care about. And you said your parents, when did your parents pass?
My mother died in 2008. My father actually got sick in 2008, and I quit my job that I had in Florida, came back to New York. My father used to have a store on Lockwood Avenue. And
What kind of store?
It was a fruit and vegetable store.
Oh, okay.
Right next to Capri Pizza.
Okay.
He did like fruit baskets. He had all the Yonkers Public School accounts delivered to all like the restaurants and stuff. And,
awesome.
And he got sick, and I came up to New York to take care of him and help them. And I left, and my mom caught herself on fire a week later, and she died. It was actually, I left January. I left July 3rd, and she caught herself on fire on July 10th, and died of her injuries on August 30th.
Oh my God!
And we actually took my father to live with us in Florida, and he lived with us for 8 years, and he died on us, and it was pretty sad. Everything was like that.
So
that stuff is that's not anyone that's not a fun club to be in if you don't have your parents, and that's really a tough club to be in, and the way that all happened and the way this stuff, and it's a tough club not to have a parent.
It's also you were part of the tough club I was in too, where you had two people that meant everything to you that are no longer here from two different ways. Your mother was obviously tragic because it was nobody expected that, right? It was an accident. I mean,
she was cooking dinner for my father and caught herself on fire.
I can't even imagine that. So I mean, it's like, and again, I'm not comparing, but like my husband was, we were all together and he dropped dead. I mean, so I'm saying that shock when you lose somebody immediately like that is insane. And then your father, you said, wasn't well.
My father dropped. He wasn't well, but we took care of him. I mean, every day I'd get up and we all took care of him. My family took care of him.
But you watched him decline, is what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't decline.
Oh, I thought you said he wasn't well.
Oh, he had a stroke. He had bypass surgery. That's what made me come up here.
Oh, okay.
And he had a stroke through the bypass surgery. And then when he came, he was walking on a walker. But he was in his paratransit bus. He was out going on dates. He was
still living.
He was living. Okay. He got up that morning. He went to the library, wanted to return his books, and came home, was eating his lunch, and dropped dead on the kitchen floor.
I'm so sorry.
Annette came home with my daughter. Sorry with the bang.
That's okay.
Came home with my daughter Genevieve, and it was the day before her high school graduation.
Oh God!
And it was raining, and she opened the door. And usually we have a dog named Yankee, and Yankee would always come to the door, and he didn't. So she was a little confused, and she saw his walker upside down, and that's how that went.
Oh God!
And that's going to be the end of this.
Yeah,
this
it.
Topic,
well,
okay?
You know what? But
that's where I come from. So it's let me tell you. And that whole stuff with all that, Annette's mother died December 16th of the year prior. Okay. And then her dad died 4 days before my dad died. Her dad was sick, and her dad died 4 days before my dad died. Let me tell you, that whole shit like that is fucked up.
I know.
And I wouldn't want to have that happen to anybody.
I know.
Even your worst enemy. Like that's, because what it is, it's just people that are really special and important to you that are just, and the problem is telling your children.
Yes, I know.
Having to tell your children that, that was very difficult for me.
Sure.
And listen, it's still, it messes with me a lot to this day. I'm not going to lie.
Of course.
I'm not going to lie. On Thanksgiving,
it's hard.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was a tough day. And this Thanksgiving, I wasn't without my girls, and it was a tough day. So
I know, and that was why I invited you here.
And thank you
too,
for that.
because
I appreciate that.
It's tough for me too. Actually, I was blessed. Lily and her family ended up coming over. I got to meet four of her kids. And the holidays are difficult for us as well. And her two sons were nuts like mine. And they were in the living room like crazy people. And when they left, my son said to me, "Mommy, I haven't had that much fun on Thanksgiving in 4 years." And
God bless him.
The fourth
that's
one
awesome.
We spent without his father. So
that must be that's and and I give you a lot of credit and props for what you're doing. And I know what happened with you. And
thank you.
And listen, you cool people with me.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be sitting here right now with you, and I probably wouldn't ever do this. I've never done this before, just so you know that.
And I appreciate it.
Usually I'm the one
I know.
On the other end of it.
I know, and you're doing good right now, too.
Am I?
You're letting me be on this end and you on that end. I'm proud of you.
Usually I've never, a few people said to me, "Are you, I'm okay with it. I'm here."
Well, hopefully that's because you got it. Like you trust me, and
yes, of course I trust you.
We're taking a journey, and you know what? Part of this show in my eyes, is to make people see things a little bit differently. That's why it's real talk, because a lot of people don't talk real. A lot of people say things that people want to hear, or they stroke you, or whatever it is, and people don't want to hear about this. Last week when I had Mary on and we were talking about dementia, you know, because my mom has it, her mom has it, and I mean, we were talking about the healthcare and everything. We were on Facebook Live, and I would say that like more than a quarter of the people dipped. Because nobody wants, and for good reason, because it's sad. Nobody wants to hear those things.
We're on Facebook Live now, right?
And they're still there, because you know why? Because
usually on my Facebook when I do it, it's like minus.
No, they run away.
They run away.
There's a good amount of people watching us right now, and I think that the thing is that people like to learn and hear more. I know a lot of people know you, and they don't know you, like you said. They know the guy that DJs, you know, at parties, but they don't know the real you. They don't know that, you know, you struggle with these things that probably the people that are listening right now are struggling with too. How many people out there don't have their mother or their father right now, and they can totally relate to the way you felt the other day and every day. So you know what? Sometimes having one person that says, you know what? It was hard for me because I still think about my parents. They're sitting there on the other end going, all right, so like I'm not crazy, you know.
You're right.
I'm
God.
listening to him.
It doesn't, you know, it doesn't get any easier.
Well, and that's the thing, is that the stupidity in because nobody knows what to say. So what do you say? Oh, you know, with time heals all wounds. It gets easier. Listen, to me, time is irrelevant. The only thing that time does is it allows you to have a new norm, so that you are accustomed to the holidays and knowing that your mother's not going to be there, your father's not going to be there, my husband's not going to be. You get accustomed to it. It doesn't mean you like it. It doesn't mean you do it better. It just means that you know they're not going to be there. But it doesn't mean you miss them any differently. No. So when people say time heals all wounds, those wounds never heal. They're always open. Time just teaches you how to learn how to deal. That's it. Or hopefully. You know, some of us don't deal.
Listen, people have good days and bad.
Absolutely.
Same with me. I mean, you know, you start to think about someone, or you see something, or anything that could trigger you to...
Yeah. A song, a smell. You could smell a perfume. You could smell
sound.
You
know, oh, wow.
A song.
This is what your father would say, or, you know, like, you know, anything.
Yep.
You know, picture, you know what, I'm going to tell you straight, what messes me up sometimes is that Facebook...
Those memories.
The fucking memories.
Freaking memories.
Holy
I know.
Those memories, man.
Yes.
When you see those memories on Facebook...
They put a dagger in your heart.
Sometimes you're like, oh my God.
Bittersweet.
You know, like the Halloween thing. I always did a few years I did my father for Halloween. Like, it was like he loved it. People were like, he loved it.
Okay.
We had a great time. Seeing that, I mean, I cried my eyes out. You know, I'm not, you know... Listen, there's a lot of things that'll get me. You know, I'm a human being. I'm not. You know, I just. You know, you know, and I'm emotional. I guess you could say.
You're all
heart.
Not. You're not.
Heart. You know, you see things in life, and
it
gets you. It changes you.
Yep, absolutely.
Different things in life changes you, and different parts of things, and different things you go through in life.
Yep.
You know, whether you could be on top one day, you could be down in the worst part of whatever you've been at in your life another day.
That Frank Sinatra song, Riding High in April, Shot Down in May.
You know, and you know, sometimes, and as you know, what sucks is you don't have someone like your mother to call.
Yes.
You don't have someone like to say, or, you know, what do I do here? Give me some advice.
Right.
You know, help me out.
Right.
You know, let me give me, you know, you're running sometimes when you're solo.
Yep.
And that's sometimes the way I feel. And you're just running by the seat of your pants, and you're like, you know, let me try to figure this out. Let me see how this is gonna pan out. And you're sitting there and stewing in your freaking own mind, and it messes you up. You know, it just it messes me up. I don't know how other people feel, but it messes me up sometimes. And I just, you know, listen, a good outlet for me is music.
Of course.
You know, that's where I always say, like, go away. Like, it gets me to go...
Take you to a place you want to be.
Well, it takes me where I want to, you know, it takes me out of...
Yep.
Even if it's for that few hours.
Yep.
That playing that music.
Yep.
And just going away in the music. You know, maybe having a few beers and just playing some music and listening to some music and and it's seeing the response in some of the people, because I'm very lucky with my music. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've done this for a long time, and people still appreciate my music. People still come out to the clubs and come and say hello to me.
Yep.
I'm honored by that. I'm nothing when it comes to the music game, and I admit that, and I don't have any problem saying that. I mean, with Serg, what he's built. I do stuff with him. He's built an empire.
Yep.
His mobile DJ. He's the best. There is nothing better than DJ Serg Entertainment. All these other guys out there, do your thing, man. It's all good. But I've seen what he does. I've seen this myself. So unless I see something different,
right,
I'll always stick with something I know that is great. And he changes with the times. He has everything's up to date. His staff and his crew. It's people see like it's Anthony and Mike are doing a party.
Right.
Let's just say Anthony, Mike, and Serg are doing a party.
Right.
It's not just us. There's so much stuff involved
behind the scenes
with making this stuff happen.
Right.
There's a lot that goes on to these parties that no one has a clue about.
Sure.
Look, we could throw a party together quick. Like Friday, we're doing Rochelle's birthday at Noma. Mm-hmm. But that was something we threw together quick.
Right.
Look, we're gonna play in the DJ booth. There's no big extravaganza lights and sound show and the whole nonsense. There's none of that craziness.
Right.
We're just gonna go and play some music. I'm gonna play music. Mike's coming in. He's gonna host, and we're gonna throw our friend a birthday party.
Right.
And but some of the bigger ones have really a lot going on. Like we're there at 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon to make a 10 o'clock thing happen.
Yep.
Because it has to happen on my end. Sorry.
That's okay.
It has to happen on my end in a certain way.
Yep.
It has to sound right. It has to look right. It has to. The whole vibe of the night has to have some substance to it. People we have opening up for us. People we have doing things. It has to have some substance and vibe to it. Mm-hmm. And that's something that
and cohesion.
What?
You guys, cohesion. You all work together. It's cohesive. You know what that word means.
What? Now we're going. What is this? Mess with Anthony time? You wrote that on that piece of paper over there?
I did not.
What?
Cohesion.
Cohesion.
Yes. Wait. Bill Cole will give us the actual definition.
Cohesion.
Cohesion.
It sounds like something Miami Mike when he was called the pussy crook gave some girl after a crazy weekend.
Like something he caught.
Yeah,
huh?
something he. Oh wow! I hung out with Miami Mike. He gave me cohesion.
Well, I said you guys will cohesive.
He's gonna cut us off.
That's
my
hysterical.
Freaking poor chapped lips.
That's hysterical. Well, you guys are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy.
Good. Well, you do your station ID. I'm getting a beer.
Live on MiamiMikeRadio.com, and my guest this evening is the legendary Anthony Mangini. And we're just talking about a little bit of everything, and I just gave look they're all giving, everybody on Facebook Live is giving us the cohesive, and Bill's like, what? Where the definition.
The definition is it? Someone put the definition up of cohesive?
Nah, he didn't, but they're all just making a comment.
Oh, they're saying ha 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 Miami Mike.
Yeah. All right, so now Let's try to, I just want to add one thing to what you were just talking about. And, I know that you were saying how, and then we're going to get off the subject and we're going to start talking about other stuff. But you said that, it's hard.
You got me all night, babe. We can talk about whatever you want.
My.
I got nowhere to go.
Oh, my.
And I'm sure Mike will let us go as long as
my.
you want.
My son will be hanging off the freaking chandeliers in the house.
What time is it?
But it's like 8 something.
No, it's 7:40.
Oh, 7:42. Oh, we're good. You said, when you were just talking before, and you said about that it's hard for you because you look to call your mother, you look to call, whatever, because you're not sure what to do.
I recently, in the last year or two, stopped grabbing the phone to try to call her. Yeah. I think once I changed over phones, I stopped doing that because I would call her every day. When I moved to Florida, I'd call her every single day. Mm-hmm. And that's how I found out my dad, there was something wrong with him one day. He went for a test, and that's how he wound up in the hospital. They thought he had a heart attack. That's how the whole drama started with him. Okay. Before he had his bypass. And I called her, and she didn't answer. I'm like, and I called again, and I called again, and I called the store, and I was like, something's wrong. And that's how that went down.
Well, and I'm sorry that happened. But what I was going to say was, we do tend to do that, and you said sometimes you feel very alone because you need that advice. Like, luckily you do have your sister. We always have certain people that can fill in, but the truth of the matter is that that's also part of, I think, in my opinion, what I'm learning over these past 4 years is it's also part of, I don't want to say, growing up. And I was going with it, but I mean, it's funny to say at 48.
Seriously,
but,
you're right.
And I think that life also does certain things. For instance, I think, I think about the law of attraction and all that kind of stuff. My mother was diagnosed with the dementia when this was what year? Probably about 5 years ago, give or take. When my husband died was when she got to the point where we had to have somebody with her 24 hours a day. Wow. Now, I didn't have the most ideal relationship with my mother. Everybody ran to their mother. I ran to my father. I didn't have that relationship with my mother. Not that my mother, she was there, but we did not gel like that. So the reason why I say that is that I think that we get set up in life for certain things, because I lost my husband, and had my mother been my go-to person, I might have never, it would have been even harder for me because, I lost my husband and I lost my mother basically within the same breath, if you will, because my mother is, just a shell of a human being right now. So I think that what happens is that we have to learn that path on our own eventually. So that's what I meant when I said grow up, because unfortunately, you don't have all the answers. And I mean, like somebody like myself, I am the girliest girl in the world. I don't know how to put something together. Why is this, that? Mike wants to kill me. I'm like, where do I stick that? And he's like, Karen, really? Could you I'm going to FaceTime with you and don't say anything fresh. I know.
You said something about sticking something somewhere. I said, shut. You should be happy.
You made a face.
Here's the only thing I want to know.
What?
Why is your hair, your chair higher than mine? Like, I look like I'm a little puppet.
I don't know.
Here.
Check the side. You could make it up. You could.
I feel like I'm.
It's a
it goes
push
down.
Push your foot, and then pump it up. Pump. Now you gotta pump. I think
whatever.
Something.
Right,
I don't know.
I'm okay.
It's the thing.
I'm looking at this. See, I never look at anything like on a monitor.
Oh well.
It's okay, baby. We're all right. Go ahead.
Pull the thing up on that side then.
Easy.
Pull it up.
That's not the level.
That's not it.
Yo, I never knew you had a tongue ring.
You've said that to me at least 5 or 20 times.
Usually it's probably late at night.
You probably said it to me 19 times.
Wow.
Well, anyway, so the point to all of this is that, life hands us things that we don't know what the hell to do with, right? So
absolutely.
The only good thing about it is that hopefully with each thing you get by or you get through, you learn and you're stronger and you'll be better. And that's why I say you adapt. You get better at getting through it as opposed to, not. And that's why it gets easier because you learn as you go, maybe.
You're right. I could agree.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if we learn, right?
No,
Nobody learns.
There's
sometimes.
some people that
they don't learn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, believe me, I know. All right, so now we talked about how long you've been a DJ, which you said. Oh, wait, well, actually, we didn't. We talked about how long Serg was a DJ.
I started when I was 12. I had old pictures in my room with. It was a wooden turntable.
1982.
It was a wooden turntable, a box radio, and some nonsense. My my uncle and aunt owned Streets. They were one of the owners of Streets. They had partners, and they actually took me there. I wasn't allowed to go into the crowd. I was allowed to go into the DJ booth.
Was that a role?
Streets
was that
is a nightclub.
Oh, it was a club.
On Division Street in New Rochelle.
Yes.
And I was allowed to go into the DJ booth. I wanted to go so bad because I was there with them and help them like find those don't walk signs and things that went to like scrap yards.
Cool.
Because Streets was very cool. It had the yellow line. It had the don't walks. It had Streets was red lights. It had it was a real like dancing in the streets was the theme of it.
Okay.
And I was part of that, and I really wanted to see it when it operated, and they would take me.
Okay.
But I wasn't allowed to go anywhere but into the DJ booth.
Okay.
So I was watching the DJ play, Eddie Farrakha. I was watching the video guy do videos.
Okay.
They were mixing videos, and they were doing lights, which is all, back then was no crazy automation. It was like switches.
Right.
So I liked that. and I took a liking to it. And one day before the club opened, I was messing around. I was talking to the DJ, and I started messing around with I forgot the name of the song. I think it was Thriller with a laugh or something with ha ha ha. Whatever it was, I was screwing around with stuff.
Okay. Going
back and forth. And it's when I really realized that that's something I really wanted to do. And because Mike Riviello, who owns Polos, who owned Polos, who owned Streets, he owned part of Let's Dance at one point in Poughkeepsie. Remind me about that later. I want to talk about that spot when we talk about things that are going on this weekend. I want to promote Poly Fever spot this weekend. Because I played in that club when I was young.
Which place is that now?
It was called Let's Dance. It was on Academy Street in Poly Fever's promoting a show this weekend.
Where is it?
It's in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh, okay.
And it's the last night they're going to have anything at this room. It's 33 Academy Street, and I was one of the people who was part of Let's Dance.
Nice.
You know, my aunt and uncle owned that as well. And so back to the Streets thing, I just, I picked up the music, and I really wanted to do it, and that's how it went. And my very first party was at Streets. I did everybody's birthdays, I did all these stuff, and I was like, let's throw an event, let's throw a nightclub thing, and we did it at Streets.
And how old were you at that point?
Oof, I think it was in '88, so I was 18.
So
it was the same year that we did the DJ battle when I met Serg.
Okay.
It was the same time because all my parties were packed, and the promoter who was doing the DJ battle was like, "Yo, who's this guy?" But we hustled. We really hustled, and my friends and everybody, we hustled. We had Streets packed the very first party. I was like, oh man, I'm playing my music in this nightclub that I've always wanted to play my music in.
That's awesome.
Oh man, you have no idea that feeling.
Yeah.
That was the greatest feeling in the world. And it's people I knew and I love and friends, and listen, there was a lot of craziness back then. It was, but it was awesome. I'm gonna tell you, that was my first party was one of the sickest things I've ever done.
Yeah, people that aren't in the industry don't understand the type of high that you get when you're doing your thing and people are, loving it. Nobody understands. Like, some people, they don't like to be front and center, or they don't like to do certain things. When you are an entertainer, a performer, whatever you want to, whatever realm you're in, when you get up when you do your thing, nothing feels better than that. That is like a euphoria.
Oh yeah, you want to hear this? Here's something we'll go back to when I first met Serg. Serg was in a DJ battle on his own. He was playing his own records. There was other DJs in the DJ battle. DJ Davey D, another great DJ, and the DJ Saab. These guys were all in the DJ battle. They were all like really. I wasn't never the greatest turntablist.
Okay, what's a turntablist?
Like mixing, like back and I could cut and scratch, and I could do that stuff, but I was never like. That's not what I.
That wasn't your thing.
I played music and played 3 turntables. I had 2 beats. I'd keep on, a 16 beat,
I like that better.
I'd have a 16 bar loop going, or an 8 bar loop, and I'd have an acapella and just doing my own thing with 3 turntables. That was my thing. Okay. Just changing the music where it sounded like I was remixing it on the fly. Gotcha. That was my thing. Not cutting and scratching like that. I could do that, but that wasn't my forte. And these guys were all doing it. These guys had other people handing them records. Okay. And stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? How do I beat these guys? Okay. And how I beat them was Spring Love, the song by Stevie B. Okay. No one had it. Nobody had it. Nobody knew what it was. Huh. And I had it. And I was like, let's go. And I let it roll. And I played that song. I played that track pretty hard. And this place was going nuts. And a lot of the people were there for me. I'm not going to lie. And then one at the end was, the popularity contest. And I was like, yo, you got the skill level. You beat me on that. But I played one song and blew you all out of the water. You can cut and scratch all you want. And I played one song, and it changed the whole mood of the whole room. And that's something that again, it's like a programming thing, but what makes people dance? Like, what's going to make someone dance? If you have that feeling that someone's going to dance to it. So that was my thing with that night. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it because, again, like I said, the guy was like, oh, this is on a popularity contest. Well, maybe it was or wasn't. You still you still won. It was 2 winners. It was me and the other guy, and I was cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you're also getting someone handing you records.
Right.
So if you have someone else handing you records, you know,
right.
you're not doing it yourself.
Right.
I took one record
right.
that no one knew what the hell it was, and
right.
I played it, and the whole place went friggin' insane. Listen, I could have played the Star Spangled Banner that night, and they would have loved it because I did it, and it was a lot of people that I knew, and I'll always be honored and thankful for anyone that comes out to listen to my music. Anyone that comes out to listen to my music, you have no idea. I'm grateful I still get to play music. You know what I'm saying? That's something that a lot of people, there's a lot of DJs that I know personally that, you know, they could have a party all day, but it doesn't mean anyone's coming.
Right.
You know, and I get to play at these parties. Listen, I don't care if there's 5 people there. Mm-hmm. You know, Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve at Copa, that wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. You know, we didn't promote it for long. It wasn't, there's a lot of else going on.
Sure.
And I said, listen, the crowd that comes out
right.
to see me, people are cooking.
Yeah, we were all home cooking, yeah.
No one's coming out Thanksgiving Eve. We're not 18,
yeah.
you know, and we went out and about. I'm not jumping around too hard on you.
That's okay.
We went out and about after that. Serge's place was banging, 808 Social.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a big spot, but it was banging. That was a good spot.
Yeah.
We went to go see, you know, went to Noma. That was nothing. Okay. It was done. Then we went to Gigante's. That was at the end of the night, done, just to say hello to a few people. And then we passed Maggie Spillane's.
Okay.
On 22, I think it is.
22, yep.
Packed. It was 3:30 in the morning. But it was 20-year-old kids.
Yep. Irish bar.
You know, 21-year-old kids. It was young people. It wasn't
nobody that was making love to a turkey.
No, exactly. You're making stuff and are doing
You're vibrating.
Sorry, baby.
Yes.
Or trying to do I tried to shut it off. Sorry.
I know. Well, now,
see, I did. I shut it.
Yeah, it's vibrating.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know. You know what?
I did shut it off.
I usually do good. I train everybody not to.
You didn't even ask me. I did it on my own.
I figured you did, but something didn't because you were vibrating.
We'll get to the message just later.
Okay.
So that was that. I mean, that was a DJ Anthony Mangini thing.
So, what is your favorite? I mean, you're a freestyle guy, but what is that your favorite music to play? What is
my favorite music to play is more of a housey, progressive type music with no vocals. I don't really like a lot of vocals.
Oh, so you like that trancey house?
No, it's not trance.
No?
It's not trance. It's more of a house. Like, I don't know if you'd call it tech house. It's more progressive.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really like. You know, I do like the words. I do like words and songs, but I'm more of just a beat.
The beat.
Not all the fist pumping stuff, not the EDM. I do like the EDM, don't get me wrong. I do like it, but it's more of a housey type, trancey, progressive type sound that I like, you know, that like a newer thing. Or you could just say a few words and the beat drops. Big build up and then boom. You know, it's just you know, it just hits you. That's more
like
of
the
my
build up.
Yeah, oh yeah. And that's more of my type of what I like. You know, and on my show on Saturdays, that's something I usually like to play.
Okay, yeah. And now, you've always been, in terms of as a DJ, you're a club DJ guy, right? You're not like a Sweet 16.
No, I've always considered myself a nightclub DJ.
And that's but when you coming up all of these years, you've always played in clubs, correct?
Yeah, that was more of what I did. I was more the club guy.
You were the club guy, yeah. Well, I mean, it's completely different because you have somebody that can play like. You know, that can play a 50th, well, not but like a wedding or something like that. But you put them in a club and everybody's going to like run because it's not the same thing. Like you can't.
Well, listen, with working with Serg, with DJ Serg
different.
Entertainment, me doing stuff with him, I see there's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Like, listen, Serg. One of the amazing things about Serg is he can take
everything,
his club thing, and do his club thing. Mm-hmm. He can take his mobile thing and do his mobile thing. Mm-hmm. Like Serg can do. He's like, could I play some music in a wedding situation? Absolutely.
Right.
Listen, people hire me sometimes to do weddings, but I'm only playing a certain set.
Right. It's not your forte.
It's not my. Yeah. It's not the whole. I don't have the ins and out like what that's why he's what he is with that. Right. You know, I'm more of a nightclub. Someone asked me what kind of DJ do I describe myself. I'm not a battle DJ. I'm not a radio DJ. I'm a nightclub.
You're a nightclub DJ. That's what I'm saying. So that's what.
With Miami Mike Radio, I'll say I'm a radio DJ because
there you go.
We get when you have 96,000 listeners on your show when you do your show. Right. You gotta be humble about that.
No doubt.
People listen all over the world. I give a lot of listen. I take everything I do on Miami Mike Radio very, very, very to heart, and I'll never play any place else. I take it very seriously, you know. I mean, listen, there's been times that I've gone off on certain people, and I've used my podium to, you know, rant or whatever I wanted to say, and Mike's allowed it. You know, he could have been easily, you know, but he knew, you know what, he knows I was right in things I was saying. So I wasn't like I just went off on you know, Anthony's drinking too many Millers and this asshole's losing his bird. You know,
right.
Anything I ever said was legit.
Right. Well, you know what? And I can segue into something because you just opened up the door on that one. And I'll just fast forward because I have a lot of stuff to go through with you. But you just opened the door. So I just want to remind you guys that you were listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on Miami Mike Radio.
MiamiMikeRadio.com. Yeah, baby.
And we got Mr. Anthony Mangini on the mic. Not on the mix, but on the mic.
In the hot seat.
And yeah, don't try to touch my mic either. But you're a guy, so you'll stay away. So anybody, I said stay away from my mic.
I haven't touched anything. I haven't touched anything.
I know. Well, all the women want my mic because it's so appealing. So they want to touch my mic. So anybody that knows you, they know that you speak your mind. Do you ever think to yourself, maybe I shouldn't have said that? Especially when you do the public blasts. You are known for, you just said just now, you do your show, and sometimes you use that as a forum. And you're also very public. You go on Facebook and you put somebody on blast, you shout them out. Okay. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, I have no problem with saying that. I'm an opinionated person. I admit when I was wrong. If anyone knows, Rob Machetta plays on MiamiMikeRadio.com. I'm a friend of Rob's. I thought he was doing something wrong, and I called him out on it, and I took my post down, and I apologized publicly because I was wrong. And I also talked to Rob on the phone and admitted I was wrong and apologized to him as a man. You know, I have no problem if I do something or come out of... I thought he put up... How can I explain? He was doing his show, and he put up... I don't want to go... You know what? I'll always be real. There was something he said to Miami Mike, and me and Mike were at the airport, and Mike said it to me.
Okay.
About that, a post that had to do with Isabella, the girl from Long Island. I'm not going to use her last name.
Okay.
And had to do with her, and he didn't like it, and it was on Diane's post, and I was like, what does that have to do with me? If I want to go back at somebody who's disrespected me on somebody else's post, you know, listen, it shouldn't even be like that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to allow someone to disrespect me. And I warned this girl, do not do that to me again. Because she always would send me messages, oh, I love your show, I love your show, I love this, play this to me, do that, and I would always do it. But meanwhile, on the second hand, she's bashing me. So I asked her not to do it again.
Okay.
And she did it again. And I guess this guy saw it, and he got pissed off, or whatever, and mentioned it to Mike, which had nothing to do with him or his bit. It had anything to do with him.
Okay.
You know? So I didn't understand where that was coming from. So I heard that. And next thing you know, I see, you know, it's his show, and he's going to only do it once a month or whatever, and I see finale. I saw it's the finale. Finale means it's the end. Okay. So I thought he was putting it up like it was his swan song. Like, I'm done with MMR. Okay. And again, I take Miami Mike Radio very seriously. Right. I don't, you know, and any DJ who's on this thing should take it as serious as I do. You know, I listen, I played on this station for a little over 4 years. I take it very seriously. I really, really love it. And I thought he was disrespecting when he put finale up. Okay. And I thought it was it, and he wasn't saying nothing. Okay. So I lit him up a little bit, which was it. It was late, and no one saw it was down by the morning. And I apologized, and I publicly, the post is still there. I publicly apologized to Rob Machetta. Now, if you want to talk about other things that have pissed me off, I have no problem talking about that.
I will, but now just to back up on that though, in my initial question was, do you ever like? You said maybe had you thought like for a minute and didn't blast like no. Would you so you're good like you're because like me sometimes I've tried now because I'm very much like you. I'm very straight to it. I'm very honest, and I see something and it twists me, And it takes a lot, but I have learned, me personally, I don't talk right away because I jump to conclusions, because I am like you. I'm very loyal. I see something, it pisses me off, and I want to go right after it. And I have said to myself, you know what? You need to step back, take a breath, and don't open up your mouth yet, so that you know everything that you're dealing with before you deal with it. So I know you're thinking, but I stop myself, especially on a public thing.
I could give a shit less.
Okay. No, that's fine. I mean, that's why I was asking.
I'm just saying, I listen, anything I say, I mean. If like I said, there's only been one time that anyone's ever seen me make an apology to someone on Facebook, as far as something I said, and that was to Machetta.
Okay.
And I apologized, and I think pretty much we're all good, and that's that. And anything else I've said, I meant.
Well, no,
I have no problem. Listen, Eddie, who used to play on Miami Mike Radio, who was a friend of mine.
Okay.
A lot of people always ask him, what happened to Eddie? What happened to Eddie? What happened to Eddie?
Right.
I was down with Eddie. I met Eddie through Louis, and we hit it off. Eddie was at my house. Eddie had dinner at my house many times, and Eddie was like my brother.
Okay.
And I guess whatever happened with Eddie decided he was going to fuck with me one night during the show and go back and forth, and he wanted to introduce Glenn Fisher, and it was all this and that, and I, just breaking my balls. I told him I wanted to play, and I guess he got pissed off because I wasn't supposed to play a birthday blowout, and then whatever the case with him.
Okay.
Whatever the case. He can say whatever he wants. I got my balls twisted, and I love Eddie Tagon with all my heart. So if anyone ever says that Anthony ever dissed him, I never dissed him.
Okay.
I never publicly came out and, dissed him. I love him. To this day, I love him. And I always wish him the best. He should have stuck with us, in my opinion. It's just an opinion.
Right.
I think he jumped the gun and trying to quit his show on a night we're trying to set up for a show that he wasn't on, trying to reach out to Mike, and Mike not answering the phone call, and then putting a Facebook post up that I quit. Shame on you. I thought I was more than that to you, because I'm going to tell you straight out, nobody, if it wasn't for Louis Nitrella, and it wasn't for me, nobody would have known his name where I come from, in the places that I get to DJ at. Nobody would have known the man's name. It wasn't for Louis and it wasn't for me. Because Serg didn't want him on the parties.
Okay.
Serg wanted it to be just us. I'm going, let him do it. We went out to do his show on Sunday nights, which was awesome.
Oh, right.
That was awesome. We had a great time. Listen, out there in that radio station, it was great. Listen, I had no problem. It doesn't make a difference if you have one listener. But the listenership was more of the internet and us doing that. Because, again, we helped build that show. We gave him our part of our following. We gave him that. We gave him the following that we had. Here you go. It was free, know. I'm lucky to have a lot of friends on Facebook and people that follow what I do. But we gave him that. That's like a gift. But it wasn't a gift. It was like, I love you. You're my brother. You know what I'm saying? You're my brother. You're my family. And this is for you. Well, not for you. If you're with me, whatever was with me is with you. That's how I look at that. And the way he went about quitting and his whole nonsense and the way he was digging at me a few times privately, I just had enough. And enough's enough. So that's pretty much with him, and good luck. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you. I don't really see him doing any shows. I wish he would. He's a great DJ. He's my favorite DJ. I'm going to tell you. Glenn Fisher is my DJ idol. Eddie Tagon is my favorite DJ. If it wasn't for Eddie Tagon, I would never be playing music right now. We wouldn't be sitting here. I can tell you that right now. Because Louis put me on Eddie's show, and I started to play music just because I was enjoying listening to Eddie and the mixes and the sounds that he was giving, and I really enjoyed it. And it was something I listened to for many, many years. I listened to it for many years before the first time Eddie even had me call in. Because I was like, again, I don't look at myself as anything as far as the music game. I never produced a hit record. I never did anything big. Yeah, I got to play in New York City. I got to play in Miami. It's great, but it's not like I can't put my name with a David Morales, a Little Louis Vega. I can't put my name with those people.
But now you just did do some of the soundtrack for Cruise, correct?
Yes, I did.
See?
But okay, that's a different story. But I'm saying with him, that's where I was at with Eddie. And the story with Eddie is, I feel bad Eddie decided he wanted to leave Miami Mike Radio. And again, if it was an issue that I had with him, it should have been an issue with me and him, because I'll never go to anybody and say, let's say you and me decide, I hate Anthony. I'll never say to Mike, get rid of her. And if I did, that's up to Mike to do it. I mean, I don't have any pull. This is Mike's ball game.
Right.
You know, people could say, "Oh, Anthony, this," and a lot of people, DJs and people, put me and Mike in the same category with this station. Yes, I'm gonna tell you straight out, I did help build this station, and we wouldn't be sitting here because Mike would have never known you if you didn't know me.
I think we all met together, actually.
You met me. You've known me for a pretty long time, haven't you?
No,
You didn't know who I was.
No, I did not.
That's
Believe it or
cool.
not, I did not. I met you guys all.
But you never went to clubs around here.
You know what? I did not do clubs that much around here. Like all those places that you would talk. Like I don't think I've ever been to streets.
Wow.
So no, I was. I used to go out like in the city, in the Bronx,
either way, a lot of the people that are on Miami Mike Radio are from this area.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, believe it or not, the way I met you guys was I went to one of the birthday blowouts a couple of years ago with Lenny. And
that's right. The first one I did you were with Lenny. The first one I did
first time I met you.
That was me.
I met, but no, Mike was there too.
At the first birthday blowout?
Wait, I don't remember now. Now that you,
I don't know about that.
I don't.
The first one we did at Noma, I don't think we were broadcasted it live on Miami.
I can't recall, but I know that was the first. That night was sick. It was so packed in there. Yeah, forget it.
That was pretty sick. That was a good party. Birthday blowout's coming up January 12th. By the way, we'll talk about that later.
That was then, and then actually the following year was really when we like that was when we all started kind of talking, and then something had gone down that night, and that was when me and Mike became, we became friendly. There was something that happened in the VIP area that was associated with somebody that I used to hang out with.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. The bill.
Something to that effect.
I remember that nonsense. So, yeah, that was nonsense.
Right. There was a lot of nonsense that was going on. And that was when Mike and I became more like friends, that we were talking about it and stuff. And then you guys came. I was bartending at Danny Boy's.
You had the boss shirt on because I told you I was coming there with Serg that night.
Serg and Mike, and that was really one of the first times I had really kind of like I was just getting to know all
so
you guys.
It wasn't from back in the day.
No,
you weren't back in the scene. Okay,
no.
So my bad. But then I redact my statement towards you.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people from back in the day that are part of what we're doing now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody knows each other, which is why, I always say, like, you got to be a solid human being, because you know what, your past comes back at you for sure. And, when you do the right thing, I believe the right thing comes with you. And when you do the wrong thing, it catches up to you eventually. So, like, if you know all these people 20 years and better, okay?
I know some of these people that come to these parties from high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Paul Ventura, I know from 3rd grade. Third grade? Third grade, maybe first grade. Maybe Miss Andre, I think the first grade, maybe. But I know him from back then.
But that's my point. So if you're not a solid, decent human being, you cannot keep a relationship that long. You can't stay friends with somebody for 30, 40 years if you're a piece of crap. Because,
agreed.
Eventually...
obviously you can't stay friends with someone for 5 years if you want to turn into that.
Again,
and hence I go back to the Eddie story, because I love that man, and it's disheartening. Listen, I'll be honest. I called him a few times, never returned the call. So not to say in a bad way, fuck him. If he doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't want to be part of what I'm doing, good luck, and good luck. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah.
And anybody else, you're talking about me with my opinions and whatnot. I had an opinion on another DJ that played on my Mac radio, Vittorio. I had an opinion with him, and it is what it is with him. He blew it himself. I had no issue with him. Just because you're throwing parties every weekend, doesn't mean I can't come and throw a party. And it happened where Serg had a party going at Noma.
Okay.
And I said I would DJ it. And I happened to go through. I think it was May, maybe Louis. What's going on that night, just to see what else going on. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Okay, let's roll with this. I'm okay with it. Let's do it. And it became a Miami Mike event. Mike was there. We had Cynthia. We had Nasty Boys. It was an MMR event.
Uh-huh.
And he happened to be throwing a party on the block. You know what I'm saying? He happened to be throwing a party down the block.
Okay.
And I reached out to him. Why are you laughing?
No, I thought you saw my phone.
What did it say?
Nothing. Keep talking.
What did it say?
Didn't say anything. Me. It was a text to me that it was better off you didn't see it. Go ahead, keep talking.
It wasn't a dick pic, was it?
No.
So, someone didn't like me?
No. No.
So I reached out to him privately and I said, listen, I see you're doing something. We're doing something the same night. Maybe we could figure this out. I apologize. I was very nice. I could show you the messages that I sent the man.
Okay.
And I was nice about it.
Okay.
And he came back, okay, cool. Him and Miami Mike were going to have a conference call that night or whatever. And he puts a post up. And my phone is going off the hook. And I'm like, what? Vittorio put a post up. And I'm like, okay. So everyone's sending me this picture. When I say everyone, let's say 10 people did it.
Okay.
So I'm seeing this picture, and it was like something about loyalty and nonsense and fucking gibberish, and it said hashtags, no cheerleaders needed. Well, I'm sorry, Vittorio, if people have their cameras in front of me when I'm playing. No effects needed. It was just only real DJs here, no legends here. I've never, ever. I make a lot of flyers. I've never put the word legendary or had anything to do with that name ever in anything I've done. I swear to you on my children. Okay? So, you said it, I heard you say it, and I appreciate it. And you told me, there's nothing legendary. Glenn Fisher's legendary. Dave Morales is legendary. Those kind of people are legendary DJs. You know what I'm saying?
You're legendary on Miami Mike Radio.
I don't know about that. But whatever the case. So, I don't put that on there. So, I knew that was directed, here you go. I'm going to come punch you right in your face. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at that. This is what I'm going to give to you. That's what it was to me. So I said to Mike, there's no reason for a phone call. I'm not getting on the phone with this dude. He made his own bed here. He put something on Instagram about toast and white toast to black toast, like bad and good. So I was like, I'm done with this guy. You don't publicly diss me and disrespect me, and you name every DJ on this station and not me as being a real DJ. Because if it wasn't for me, you might not have been playing. How I look at it. Well, he knew Mike, so he would have been playing. If it worked out the way it worked out. Mike originally started the station so he could listen to music, his own music that he wanted to listen to wherever he was in the world. That's how Mike started it.
Okay.
So, what?
No, I have a reminder. I'm just moving it. It's all good. You're good. Keep talking.
So, I had my balls twisted about that, and that Saturday night on my show, I pretty much went in on Vittorio and explained what happened. And as I'm going in and saying it was him, he's messaging me, please stop. I'm like, if you tell me right now that your public Facebook post wasn't for me, I'll stop and I'll apologize. And I got crickets. So that's how the problem with me and him arose. He publicly dissed me, and I just took it to the level where I took it, and it wasn't trying to be mean or disrespectful, and I could care less what kind of music he plays, good, bad, up, down. It doesn't make a difference to me. What kind of a DJ you are. It's about being a person, and I was being nice to you, and you come publicly try to throw me under a bus and diss me publicly. First off, you're not that popular to come diss me. I'm not saying I'm not shit, again, but you're not that. You ain't shit. You're going to come diss me? You're going to come play the game with me? I'm not a game player. I would promote, I promoted his shows. He never promoted not one thing I did, and I promoted his shows. I would put his flyers up. I'd promote the stuff he did. I was nice to him. I was kind to him. He'd come in, I'd take pictures with him. I'd be honored. I'd take my own camera out and take a picture with him. And what does he do afterwards? He goes and he blocks everybody, all the people. You know what? He blocks some of the key people. That's why the parties he's got going on aren't that great. Because he blocked all the fucking key people that will come to the party. And I'm sorry. If he doesn't like it, too bad. Because here it is. Too bad. You know what? You messed with the wrong person. You shouldn't have messed with me like that. I'm a good friggin' man. You're going to go diss me? I'm going to diss you back. And I know that might be your friend, and he's part of that little club you're in.
No, I'm going to... Let me just...
And it is what it is.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
And it is what it is. And listen, and I know he does parties with Steve, and Steve, Iceman, is a personal friend of mine. I love that man.
Steve, I don't know who Steve is.
Steve. He does parties with DJ. He does even with Vinny Campese.
Oh, okay.
But with Steve, he does parties with Steve.
Stefano. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, Iceman. That man was at my father's funeral. That man's a personal friend of my family. I love that man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I will always, always, always respect him, and he's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. And he's my friend. But this other guy, listen, I saw him at the feast, and it's squashed. I have no issue with Vittorio, and I don't wish him any ill will. I don't wish him anything bad. I'll never do anything to personally, Vittorio's doing a party, I'm going to do one to compete with. Right. I don't care. Right. And I've always been like that. Like the conversation me and Tia had. Right. He's like, he'll do a party on Halloween to compete with mine. Who cares? Who cares? Let him do whatever he wants to do. You do what you want to do. If you're a better promoter or you give a better product, people are going to come to you. That's how I look at it. Seriously, and that's the way you should look at it. It's not about I'm gonna go compete against you. Go fuck yourself. Compete against me. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. Listen, I'm the type of person, I don't care. Not doing this because I make a ton of money. Me and Miami Mike do not make a lot of money doing this. Just get it straight. Mm-hmm. And listen, neither does Serg and the DJ shit on that end.
Right.
On the mobile stuff, yes, it's amazing.
Right.
But on what we do, there's no real money being made. Right. So anyone thinks, Anthony's getting rich and Anthony's doing all these parties. There ain't nothing like that.
Right.
Trust me on that end.
Right.
We ain't making, neither's Mike. None of us, we ain't making any money doing what we're doing. We do it because we love it.
Right.
People say, why do you do it up here? We do it in Florida too.
Right.
I love it. This is my home. You know what I'm saying? Yonkers is my home. This is my home up here. I'm going to always come up and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You should dude said, you should do parties in Florida. Go fuck it. You go to Florida. Do whatever you got to do. Don't worry about what Anthony does. Worry about what you have to do. That's what I'm saying. Some people worry too much about what they got to worry about. And that's how that shit got down with Vittorio. Because he worried about shit he shouldn't have worried about. And I'm going to compete with you. And listen, and I'm going to end with this. He's going to compete with Tia's party last Halloween. We all know what happened with Tia. Okay, we all know what happened with her unfortunate situation.
Yes.
And that party wasn't going to happen. Somehow Lenny canceled it. I don't know how he canceled it. Whatever with that. Mm-hmm. That's another story. He canceled the party. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then me and Serg are talking one morning. Here, you want to hear the real deal about that?
No, please lie to me.
So Lenny canceled the Halloween party. Or whatever. Tia made it cancel it. Because Tia was in her situation. And the people from Coliseum reached out to Lori.
Yes.
And Mike to do the party.
Yes.
And I think that's what got Lenny's balls twisted. That's why he played on Miami Mike Radio for a minute and he left. So whatever with him. Good luck with him, whatever he's doing.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to bring a little thing of pasta tonight and mangiare.
If you start taking your shirt off, though, I don't know what's going to happen.
If I take my shirt off, they're going to like it. You're going to ask me to leave.
Oh, jeez.
No, yeah, seriously, you'll ask me to leave. You're like, oh, God. Put it back on.
And cut.
Yep. Good night.
That's a wrap.
So that was where that whole thing lied. And Mike and Lori decided as a team, we're not getting a part of this. Had nothing to do with Anthony. Had nothing to do with nothing. Mm-hmm. And listen, the Coliseum has to keep their doors open.
Sure.
So they reached out to who they knew would bring people to their place.
Right.
Which was Lori and Mike.
Right.
Big up shout to Lori. I love you. I don't think she's listening, but if she is, she is. If she's not, she's not. I love Lori. They wanted to keep their doors open.
Right.
Excuse me. That's the middle of life. Mm-hmm. So that ended. They're like, we're not doing it. Mm-hmm. I get a call from Serg in the morning. One morning. 2 days later. Aunt, I need a favor. I'm like, okay, Serg, what do you need? Mm-hmm. I need you to do the Halloween party with me at Coliseum. I was like, I don't want any part of it. I go, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want any part of it. He's like, why? I was like, the whole thing with Tia, it looks like we're trying to take something from her, and that's not would ever be the case. And he's like, I know. I was like, why don't you do this? Why don't you reach out to Tia and see if she wants to let us do the party. She can have. We knew she couldn't physically be there at that point.
Right.
Let her have one of her representatives come and run the party, which was Danny at that point.
Right.
And that's how it happened. And next thing you know, me, Serge, and Tia are texting back and forth. Party's back on. The original flyer, Naomi, me, Serge, Eddie, the original party. And I guess this guy got his balls twisted and said he's going to throw a party the same night. I believe it was in Eastchester somewhere, and they did, 60 people, whatever they did. But good for them, whatever they did. That was their way of saying, here, I'm gonna go against you.
Well, I think that it's difficult, and I know that we, Tia had his conversation as well with us, where she wants for everybody to clear each other's schedules and book things in advance, and it's difficult to do because you may have there's 5 things going on a Thursday night. She'll say, well, then we have to split the crowd, so everybody should be mindful of the other person's scheduling. And you can't always do that. I mean, that Friday night that you guys came in, there were a couple of parties going on that night. You didn't intentionally do it that night. It just worked out that way. A month or 2 ago, there was a couple of parties that were going on a particular Friday night. She was part of one of them. There was another party going on someplace else. And you said that was the only one that worked for your schedule. So we all try. I think everybody tries to be considerate. But like she always says, Frank tells her there's McDonald's and there's Burger King. The people that are going to go to a Tia event might not be the same people that are going to go to a Miami Mike event. The people that are going to a Miami Mike event might not be the same people that are going to whatever event. So there's enough people for everybody, and everybody has their certain followings and such. What I wanted to say when you were talking, again, as human beings, I know everybody knows different people, and I told you I didn't even know Serge, and they were doing a benefit for me, Sammy and Ian at the, why is my phone ringing? Okay. Because my son's friend is trying to call him. And they did an event for us over there.
A lot going on here.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Good for you.
And
glad I don't have to control it.
Yeah, I know.
Glad it has nothing to do with me.
I messaged Serge, and he was, like I told you, one of my favorite DJs, and I had asked if he would, donate his time and come. So with that, I had DJ Lady Tita, which is a dear friend of mine, DJ Vittorio, Johnny Rocks, and Serge.
Johnny Rocks. Johnny Rocks is awesome.
All 4 of them donated their time that night. So yes, and all 4 of them in my book will always be amazing people.
Listen, I always wish everybody the best.
I get it.
Don't think I'm not. I don't hate anybody.
No, I'm not saying you do, but I'm
not
just
for
saying,
some DJ shit.
No, exactly, because to me that was heart shit.
But I learned very quickly that if we're gonna throw a party, we're not going to care what anybody else is doing.
Well, that's my whole point. Exactly.
I've never cared before.
I agree.
And we've never, Serge, we've always done stuff before like that, and I don't care who it is. If they have a party on the same night, if we want to throw a party, we're going to do it.
You know what? Because everybody, listen.
And it's not about if people want to come or not come. It's about, we're going to throw a party this night. I'm not going to say, oh, are you doing something? Or are you doing something? Are you doing?
Well, you can't. You'll never do it.
Come on. That's where that nonsense started. And it started with that, and then it was, and here it was, and then it was, oh, it's for a benefit, and I'm like, I don't see anything on your, listen, when I threw a benefit, I only did one, so I'm nothing special with that. We did a benefit for a man we didn't know, who we got to meet and love, Dusty Rhodes. We did one.
Yes, I recall.
We did one. Raised the man almost $10,000 in one night.
I remember.
It was very clear on the flyer. All the proceeds go to him. It wasn't portions or this, maybe we'll give.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. But at the end of the day, all these people doing this stuff, and I see a lot of people doing this stuff, whether it's here or Florida or all over. I get flyers from all over the country. So all these people doing this stuff, how about at the end of your benefit?
Right, and you do quotation because a lot of people,
how about at the end of your benefit?
Yeah, they don't.
Your end of your benefit, you say, I donated this much.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, when we did the Dusty Rhodes, everything was free. And it wasn't just me. I might have been the person who had the idea and asked Sammy Zerka, can I run with it? Mm-hmm. And he said, Mangini, help this man any way you can. And that's how we ran with it. They were going to have a barbecue for me. I believe it was Lori. We were going to have a barbecue for me that day because we worked all weekend. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was Tropics. It was Maggie Spillane's and Marinick. It was Noma.
Yep.
And we were working all from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We were going to have a barbecue on Sunday.
I remember that.
And I said to Lori, instead of the barbecue, let's do this. And Lori jumped on that the same way she jumped in for Melody.
Yep.
Jumped behind it. She put that Facebook page. I believe it raised almost $7,000. I don't know exactly what it made, but it was big. Good number for her.
Yeah.
You know, for Melody. God love you, Melody. I love you, girl.
Well, that's what I meant when I said that's who was here with me.
So we changed that entire thing, and everybody was there. And I wasn't going to have every single DJ on Miami Mic Radio. Eddie B. Swift reached out, very first person. Eddie B. Swift works with Cypress Hill. Eddie B. Swift is amazing DJ, travels the world to DJ. He's like, I'll do whatever you want, Ant. I was like, okay. I got him. I had Chris. At that time, he was with us. Serg. It was me, him, me, Eddie B. Swift, and Serg at that time. Chris helped out, but everybody helped out.
Right.
Mike, Frank C., Paul Lorenko, Donna, Jennifer Farrow, Laura. Everybody was working all day.
Yep.
Lenny.
I remember.
Seriously, James O'Toole, my brother. When I first said I was going to do that, the first person I called was James O'Toole. I'm like, if anyone, he was the manager of Marty and Lenny's, and that's how I know him. I always called him Big Man. James O'Toole, I reached out to him. I said, yo, help me. He's like, I know him. I'll do whatever you want. He sat at that door all day collecting $10 from everyone that walked in. You know, plus the raffles. We raised almost $10,000 in one day for him, and we didn't know. We made News 12. That's where that meme came out, me and Serg, the funny thing. Yes. I'm DJ Serg, and his fuck gets on News 12.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets on, yes. So that's a positive thing. Like,
yes.
But I'm saying, like, I was said to me, like, oh, it's for a cause. I don't even see it on your flyer. For what cause? And if you're doing it for a cause, it should be for a cause where everything's for the cause. I'm not going to give you, you know, great, here's $100. But you know what? Put at the end of your party, this is what we did, and we gave this much. You know what? Hey, listen, everyone should get paid.
Right.
Listen, the thing we did, no one got paid. It was very clear.
Right.
But if you're going out and you're doing this, and you're doing this on a weekly basis, yes, you should get paid. And at the end of the day, here's what's left over, and this is what we gave to the charity. This is what we did. Right. Not where it's just back and forth.
Right.
You know, because again, you see all these people, a portion. What's the portion? Tell me the portion.
Right. It could be 2%.
It could be nothing. No one knows. Show me a check. See, when Sal does stuff, he puts checks up. Here's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He does real deal stuff.
Yeah.
But these people saying they're doing that, and people think that's why I'll never say unless it's something like this. We're going to do something for Melody, Lily.
Yeah.
We're going to do a thing for her, and we're going to do. Is that you? For you?
It's for my son.
Oh.
I have an alarm for him to brush his teeth at this time. So.
Gotcha. I thought it was like me.
No.
So, if you're going to do right, but do it where it's not. It doesn't need to be. I'm trying to think of the word. It doesn't need to be
cohesive.
Yeah, here we go. It doesn't need to be. Listen, it doesn't need to be. If you're going to do something for a charity, it doesn't need to be off board. It doesn't need to be where it should be up front. This is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing. Here it is.
Well, I think a big problem with charity things is that people want to, you know, they want to, when you do something for charity or you do something for somebody, it's not for what you get, you know, for the response you get from others. It's for the person or peoples that you're doing it for. So a lot of times I feel like people say they donate, they charity, this and that, because they want the pat on the back and not necessarily because of the fact that they want to help the charity or people that they're working with. You know what I'm trying to
Agreed.
say? You know, because that's how I feel is like, you know, if you have to tell people what you're doing because you want recognition, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
100%.
Because the reason why you do something is to help someone. So like, you know, I don't know Melody Lely. I only met her a few times when we were at, you know, MMR events, and I learned her and Mike were cousins or whatever. She has always been like a ray of light when I see her.
Oh yeah,
and
she's awesome.
Every time she sees me, she's always got this big smile on her face, and she likes to dance, and I like to dance, and I might be in a funky mood at that minute. She'll grab my hand and pull me out on the dance floor. Come on, girl.
She's great people.
And we took pictures together, all this stuff. And then we exchanged numbers. I think we might have texted here and there. We had a common friend, a mutual friend that something took place with, and that happened. So I've never sat down. I never really had a conversation with her. When I woke up that morning and I saw Lorianne had tagged me in that post, I never check things like that at 7:00 in the morning. And I was saying this the other day when on my show. I was drinking my coffee and I looked and I saw this and I said, Lori doesn't normally tag me in a post. I said, so you know what? Let me look at this. And I saw that there was this fire. And when I realized it was Melody and her kids, my heart sank. So I was like, oh my God. And I went on the GoFundMe page and made a donation. Unfortunately, I didn't have clothes that were going to fit for all the sizes that they needed. And I posted it on my page. I announced it that day on the show. And then last week, I dedicated my show to her and one of our followers, Kim O'Connell, who passed away. I dedicated the show to both of them. So I didn't know where they were, if they had a place to stay or not. And Lori said they were staying with family. So when Lily finally got her phone, I saw she was on because she posted something actually on Instagram where she was going around helping people, giving out turkeys, giving out this, giving out that. And I watched her.
Yeah, with the PCNY crew.
But that humbled me to such a degree that this woman just lost everything. She lost her home. Well, thank God, they're going to repair it, but she lost her home and all of her children were displaced. And I learned how horrific, because she was physically there. When the fire started, she said it was like the size of a pinky. And when she went to go get salt to put it out, it went up in flames. Her kids were in freaking underwear and she grabbed everybody and made them. It was a horrific experience that she went through. Now, I'd never even had a phone conversation with her before. So this was before Thanksgiving. And I said to her, Mama, do you guys have a place to stay? Or, what are you doing for the holidays? And she said, I don't know. We're kind of all over the place. I have family. I said, my door is open. Come. And that was the first conversation I ever had with her. And they came by on Thanksgiving.
That's awesome.
And I didn't know her, and I had the pleasure of sitting down with her and meeting her children that were all individuals, and so they were beautiful people, every one of them. Her girls were so intelligent and so respectful, and her boys were little maniacs in the room with my son, and he loved it. They were wrestling, they're killing each other. God only knows what was going on. But to me, that's what, and I don't mean charity, because that's not any charity.
Well, that wasn't charity. That was just being real.
But that's what you're supposed to lead with, an open heart, is what I'm saying. So when you do something for somebody, you don't do it because of the recognition that you're going to get for it. You do it because it makes you feel good. And guess what? In return, you make somebody else feel good, and you feel good in the process. So to me, that's what it's all about.
You know what I see? I glanced at this real quick. Gina Marie Russo Kosar was another one who did a lot.
Oh, 100%. All of the Miami, so many of the Miami
Stephanie,
people, they jumped in.
So many people really did so much, and thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I tell you, I text Lorianne because I was trying. Unfortunately, the timing was. I said, I'm going to try to see if I can help. What do you need? She goes, I said, I got it, because obviously I have my son and all of that. And she said, you know what, I think we're good, don't worry. So I tried to do my part, announcing it on the show, and hopefully people, doing, but everybody pulled together. When she said to me, we're good, and I texted her, I said, what you did was unbelievable, because I when my husband died, it was sudden and tragic, and he was the breadwinner. And Beth Acasello, who was from the Beach Club, made a GoFundMe page for us. I will tell you that I did not know where my next dollar was coming from. If she did not do that for me, I don't know where it was hard enough. And when I can't even tell you the people that supported and helped. I don't know. if she didn't do that for me, I would have been in a worse position than I was, you know? And so I really appreciate that. And when she did that, I said to Lori, I said, you know what? I love you for doing that, because somebody did that for me and it made such a world of difference. And you know, I don't know Lori that well either, but you know, when you see people and they do the right thing, that speaks volumes in and of itself. Somebody maybe, you know, Lori always says she has like resting bitch face, which I think I do too. You know, people think like they meet you, they think, oh, she don't want to deal with you. Oh, she don't want to bother with you. You know, she's a bitch.
Well, Lori's one of the, let me tell you something about Lori. Lori's a great human being.
Well, yeah. And
we've done a lot with Lori, and Lori is part of Miami Mike Radio.
Right.
I mean, Lori is a huge part of Miami Mike Radio. So no one ever get that twisted.
Of course.
That whatever Mike does, and you know, I'm part of it too. Lori's a huge part of it, and we always know we could like reach out to Lori and we need to do this or do that. Like, listen, Lori put that whole fundraiser together. Yes. Lori's going to put another one together. Lori put the GoFundMe page together. Lori, you know, directed people to get food or whatever, clothes, whatever she did. She helped there, you know. She's a great, and I love Lori.
I know,
Lori's
but
a great person.
My point is,
there's a lot of great people at the top of the list of the Miami Mike Radio food chain that are very, very helpful and do a lot for a lot of people.
Yes, and what happens is that people judge books by their covers a lot, and if you would just take a second,
you know what? I've heard that. I heard that recently. Oh, I think you're this and you're that. You don't even freaking know me,
right?
How are you telling me that you don't even know me?
Yes.
You know. That's I agree with that. I think that stuff,
listen,
judging a book by, first off, thinking you know someone. Listen, you can see me smile every single day on Facebook.
Absolutely.
It doesn't mean I'm smiling anywhere else. And I said it to a friend of mine recently. Just because you see the smiles on Facebook, you don't see me with brand new cars. You don't see me with big ass houses. You don't see me going on lavish vacations. Don't mean I'm smiling in my private life. But you know what? If I'm going to fucking go out and I'm going to have a good time and I'm going to be a part of something that I want to be a part of, fuck yeah, I'm going to smile.
Yep.
You know what? Why shouldn't I?
You should.
Seriously.
Well, you should do what works for you. But you know what?
But that's people, you know, that's what, I don't mean to cut you off, but the people that think they know you.
Yep.
Or have an opinion on, opinion
on you.
Oh, right. He's this, he's that, he's a player, he's
right.
Who, you don't even freaking know me.
Right. Well, people, listen, it happens to all of us. And I post things on wherever, Instagram or whatever.
Well, I'm looking at you. I mean, if I see you, you look like the biggest player out there.
Yes, I know. I am. I'm such a player.
Don't hate the player.
Don't hate the player.
Baby.
I hate the game. Well, that's the funny part. If I lived the life that everybody thinks that I live, forget it. I wouldn't be dating myself.
You wouldn't be what?
I said, if I was, yes, Mike, we did say, Anthony did mention Stephanie and Melanie and
I did
everybody.
Mention
yes,
Stephanie
we did.
Huey.
I know. He just didn't want anybody left out, and we did say that everybody has been amazing.
That's right, Gianna.
And helping.
Gianna, Melanie. How do you say the name?
I don't know.
I love her too.
Gianna,
She's another
Melanie.
crazy girl.
She's out of her freaking mind. Great, amazing heart. Amazing
but
heart.
with two names, I love it.
Yeah, well, because she has her.
Like me, I'm Anthony, and then you have the alter ego, the
Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller.
Yeah, but wait, did you
Mr.
heard?
Miller hasn't come around yet. Was this show almost over?
Yeah,
we're almost done.
Hold on,
Mr. Miller hasn't even come out yet.
Did
you got all through the questions?
Did you hear? Would you shush?
Ooh,
did you hear?
Easy.
Hey, look at that look. Every time you give me that look, I like when you give me that look.
Don't talk to me that. Do you really?
Yeah, because it says so much. When
what did it say to you? It said, "Don't talk to me like that, Karen."
Well, it said, "Don't talk to me like that," but I like it.
You can say whatever you want to me. I love you.
Thank you. No, when she was on the show, we were talking about certain things, and then she has that bad girl thing that she does. You know, she had like a whole escort thing, and you didn't hear the show?
Escorts?
Yeah, I don't know, something she paid. Well, she had women that worked for her, or she had a whole service.
Like a stable? But if you have an escort service, you have a stable of girls. If you don't have it,
yeah, I guess so. She said it was a business. If you have an
escort service, you have to have a stable. You have to have girls.
Okay. I don't know. What do I know? Yes, but I didn't know girls were stables. Okay.
No, a stable. Like, you have a stable of girls, like a horse stable.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Well, I got it now. But
if you were the madam, you have to have fill this place up with girls, and this way you send them out and do their tricks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she I think had something like that. She used to do like phone sex stuff, like the call, like she used to do all that. She just did voiceovers.
God, imagine you doing phone sex.
Yeah, I know.
They
would have to press mute.
Oh, take your pants, unzip your Floyd. Take your pee-pee at what?
You know what? I said that in one of my shows. I was
trying to be nice, but you know what I want to say.
Yes, I do know what you wanted to say. But
I'm going to Shabbat Shalom you right now. Shabbat Shalom me right in my mouth.
I'm sorry. Is that kosher?
See? Imagine that. I'd be like, yo, listen, no. I gotta go.
It's so funny because we were talking about that when Tracy was on, and we were talking about phone sex, and you were chiming in, and I said Anthony Mangini's idea of phone sex with me is no volume.
No, exactly. I think I said that.
No, I
put
said
it on mute.
I
would be one. Yeah, no, that would be terrible. Oh man.
Could you imagine?
Hi. What? Hi, sexy. How you doing? Yeah. What's your name? My name's Karen. Oh, okay, Karen. What would be your phone sex name? If you were a phone sex operator, you have cute name.
Baby K.
Baby K. Oh.
Baby K.
Oh, it's Baby K. Yeah. What's your name? My name's Anthony. Take little Anthony out. Yeah, little Anthony's gonna stay home tonight. Good night, Baby K. That's all right.
You sounded a little bit like Pussy Crook just now.
I do.
You do. You do sexy voice. You got to be like Mike, right?
Hey, this is Miami Mike, and you're listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Ladies, get ready. Oh, ladies, get ready. All the stockings.
You did that pretty good.
Listen.
Wait, back up. You're going to be too much in the mic there.
Ladies, get ready.
Oh, my.
All the stockings are hung by the chimney with care in the hopes that a Miami Mike dick pic soon will be there.
Poor Michael.
They come in 2 messages, just so you know.
Oh, my God, because the file's too big?
Bring.
Is the file too big?
It is. They come in the form of 2 messages.
Check your inbox.
Check your inbox. Ladies, check your inbox.
Check your inbox.
Show. Check the inbox.
Okay, and we don't have to do a station identification since Michael just did it for us.
Hi, this is Miami Mike, and you're listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy on MiamiMikeRadio.com.
Oh my God, I think I have a wet spot.
You do. You seem to start getting. Why are we moving around? Like she's jiggling like a.
It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead.
You can't see it, but she's like moving around down there, and she lost a hand for a second.
Oh my! Hands up where I can see them.
Please, let's keep our hands where we can see them.
Hands up, baby. Hands up. All right, so I have that's a question that I had for you. So you're a DJ. Excuse me, I'm with the DJ. You're a DJ, and you're in the nightlife, right? And you got all these hot women, drinking, drugging, sexing. You ever get caught up in any of that stuff?
Have I ever got caught? You know what? Back in the day, I'll be honest, I did a lot. There was a lot of that. Getting a blowjob in a DJ booth. There was a lot of that crazy shit back in the day. But we're talking way back, Now, it's flattering. People ask you, we got a room,
right.
Hang out, and they want to, it's flattering. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't play that game.
So how do you? But you have such a good rapport with people. So, if you have women, and I've seen them throw themselves at you. How do you? Yeah, there was that one, Anthony. No.
Go ahead. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but how do you what would it be like? Gracefully decline? Like, what do you do?
That's what you do. You don't. You just try not to be a dick. You don't want to be an asshole. It's nice. Sometimes, especially with the ones that are married,
right?
The ones that and their husband, it becomes a little weird. I definitely. You gotta, again, like you said, there's drinking involved. Sometimes there's some drugs involved, and there's shit involved. It's just, you just not gonna involve yourself with that. And the best part about with me is some of these people are, they're older, so they're gonna go home early anyway, and I don't get done till 4.
Oh, okay. So you can.
I don't have to worry about seeing them later.
Well, I mean, I physically...
Unless the ones that hang around.
Right. And I physically seen you in positions, and I've seen, like... And then, like, somebody will say something, or you might say something, and then you wait because you want to see what they're going to say. And then they say something, they're looking at you like, you know, and then you're like, come on, I'm just kidding around, you know. And their face has got, like, I've watched them, I've seen them do it, and it's hysterical because me, personally... I don't think I would ever freaking date a DJ. No way. I don't know. You guys get that. The panties are just freaking on the stage. They're on the turntable. Women just, I guess, you know, and then if you have that voice, you know, you put your voice on, the panties are just coming off. That's it.
My voice?
Well,
or the mic voice.
Well, the
mic voice is the mic voice is the sexy. My voice isn't the sexy voice.
Yeah, but you know what?
Mike's got that voice.
When he does have that voice. But when you're being you, like when you're just chill, you have the voice. Like if we've spoken on the phone before, you have that voice. You do it. You sound like that.
But wait, I talk to you on the phone. It's you and me talking on the phone. It's not me trying to seduce you.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, Mike isn't trying to seduce people either. It's just Mike's voice. When Wait,
Mike's not... that's
that's a whole other show.
That might be paragraph 3. Mike's not trying to seduce people.
No.
Not really?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What about you?
Seduce people? I like to have people enjoy my music. I'm not there trying to seduce anybody. Like I don't have that PC power. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got that
PC power?
The Pussy Crook power. Oh. He's got that, and the Pussy Crook name came. Here's how that came. A lot of people ask, where did that come from? It was a joke. It actually wasn't really a joke because I'd walk into a place. You know,
this sounds like a joke.
No, seriously.
Anthony walks into a bar.
Me and Mike would walk into a place together, and they're like, "Oh, Anthony, man, Miami Mike." And I'm like, I'm standing there holding a beer by myself, and there's no one even talking to me. Everybody's holding him.
I'm legendary Anthony Mangini.
See, that's we talked about. It's not that. But I'm saying everybody's
my 19th favorite DJ.
But everybody's talking to Mike,
right?
And no one's talking to me.
Nobody wants to talk to Anthony.
They see him and they're like,
oh. He has the thing.
He has like some aura about him.
Yes, he does. He has the thing. It's the thing. It's the it factor. And you know what? Some people have it and some people don't. And you can't compete with it. When it's there, it's there.
Yeah, no, I don't have that it factor.
But everybody everybody has their own, you know.
I don't have that it factor.
You don't have
what happens with him is not happening to me. I could tell you that really clearly.
Maybe you need to go to different clubs where they're drinking more heavily.
Like what? Like they're sedated?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But
I'm okay. Listen, if people are dancing and having a good time to my music, I'm okay with it, man. I'm all right with it. I don't need the pussy party. So it's okay. I'm okay with that.
Pussy party. Wow. See, that's different. Well, when we're going to do a...
You're going to do a pussy party?
Well, I can't say for sure that that's what we're doing, but we're going to have we're doing like a pajama party with Tracy Katz and one of her girlfriends.
Oh, I can only imagine what she's going to wear.
And I think we're going to do a pajama
Tracy
party.
Katz is cool people with me.
She's
very cool people with me.
She's a good human.
Actually, you know what? I took a very good liking to Tracy Katz, and she's just cool people.
Totally.
You know?
Totally. Well, that's the thing. You see, that's why you are the way you are, because you're a very passionate human being, and that's what you are with everything you do. You're passionate as a father, you're passionate as a friend, you're passionate as a DJ. I assume that when you do your day job, if you will, and you're setting up everything, you're passionate about it because you probably you can see you getting excited
I can honestly
when everything...
tell you, anything I do,
you're passionate
I try
about.
to put 110% into it. I really, it has to be perfection. I try to do that.
Right.
Whether it's the radio show, whether it's a DJ nightclub thing, whether it's the day, anything I do, my children agreed. I agree. And I can say that about me. I say that. I can say that with the utmost. What's that word? The utmost. That's what it is. There's no game about it. It's
who
me.
You are. Right, and that's why. See, you and I, like we almost spontaneously combust together because we have a lot of similarities like that, because I'm the same way. It either works or it doesn't work, but you're that way, Mike is that way, a lot of us are that way.
Can you say spontaneously combust again? Because your mouth really does some crazy shit right there. Just do it. Just say spontaneously
Should
combust.
I cohesively say it?
Yeah, cohesively say spontaneous.
Spontaneously combust.
Ooh. Ooh, baby, I like it.
But that's what it is that, and I'm the same way. I'm very passionate. I'm very anal about the things that I do. Watch it with that. I'm very anal about the things that I do. Everything has to be done a certain way. If I do...
Here goes Shout Rose. She said that poor girl said anal. She got very anal.
But I am the same way, and I'm the same way about people. I expect those same things back. Like you said, I expect loyalty. I expect trust. I don't throw people. I don't do the same things. I try not to throw people under buses.
Wait, if you're saying you don't do the same, what are you trying to say? You don't do the same things I do?
Well, no,
I've never thrown anyone under a bus.
I don't mean it like that.
That's first off. I've never thrown anyone under a bus.
Okay.
Throwing someone under a bus is throwing them under a bus. Publicly assassinating them is something different.
Okay. Well, it was an expression.
It's because they deserved it.
And I'm not saying they didn't.
Oh.
But
okay, so let's say right now, who would be like your little competition in first nominee competition? Somebody else. Let's say hypothetically speaking, May.
Okay.
Threw a thing out there right now on Facebook and named every single other person on Miami Mike Radio and put digs that you thought were at you. You wouldn't defend yourself?
I would.
You wouldn't defend yourself.
You know what? I would. And I've been in, not with her, obviously.
I'm using her as a hypothetical.
No, I understand.
She's another female on the station. She's a very popular female on Miami Mike Radio.
I understand. Again, I have been in a situation like that where somebody did publicly attack me.
Did you go back at them publicly?
I didn't.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. That's how you decided to defend yourself. I decided to do it a different way.
No, and I get that. But again, I'm not saying you're wrong or I'm right. What I'm saying is that what I tried to do is step back from the situation, because I did want to go after this person. But you know what? That's what they wanted. So I chose not to, because, well, actually, my father said to me, don't you respond to that. Right, I had people and believe me, it was hard for me not to, because...
Did you have this forum that you had now?
What do you mean?
The forum you have now, the radio show, the Facebook Live feeds, all this. You didn't have that.
No.
Okay. So there's a different Karen Stacy sitting. There's a different Karen Stacy sitting here next to me than there was where I was sitting.
Right. Absolutely.
Because where it was me, it was coming at me as not Anthony Mangini, the father. It was the DJ Anthony Mangini that was getting attacked.
I gotcha.
So the DJ Anthony Mangini decided to attack back, and sorry, it didn't work well.
Gotcha. No, and again, I'm not. I try really hard not to, because I'm like you. I'm passionate like that, and when somebody does the wrong thing, I'm all over it.
Well, especially when you attack my music.
Yeah,
if you want to listen, there's a lot of, and listen, if someone doesn't like, here's what I always said: if you don't like what I'm playing, or you don't like what I'm saying,
don't listen.
Change it.
Yeah.
There's 100 million different things you could listen to.
Yep.
Instead of me. But you know what?
Haters
those are the people.
They're gonna
the
listen
haters
harder.
listen more,
yep.
which is great.
Yep.
It's so amazing that they listen to. Oh my God, he said this. Oh my God, he said that. You know what? He's not saying anything that doesn't come from his heart. He's not saying anything that didn't come. I'm not coming. Listen, I'm not just saying, oh, today I'm gonna pick. I don't. Oh my God, Mike's crazy. I'm not gonna. We could use that as an example. I'll say what Mike, pretty much said to me. If someone comes at you, listen, here's what I was getting at. I'm not just going to say, oh, today's Karen Stacy's day.
Right.
You and me had a bad conversation on the phone. We didn't agree on. We were doing a party and we didn't agree on something. You and me had a disagreement. I'm not going to go on a public forum and say, Karen this, Karen that.
Of course.
I would never. Never. But if someone wants to do it to me, that's a perfect example. The same way, like Mike just said, Lenny came on his Facebook Live and went after Mike.
I know.
He went on Facebook Live, went after Mike. And Mike went back at him.
I know.
And it wasn't good for him. and it pretty much hurt him in a very bad way publicly. And it'll remain for a long time. I still see people and they mention that to me, what Mike had to say about him and making fun of his last name. And, he made that step. He took that step to bring that to himself. I've never gone out of my way to say anything about anybody else that hasn't done anything to us or hasn't hurt us or tried to hurt what we do or take what we do and rip it down.
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm passionate. I'm passionate about that.
But that's because you're a loyal, straight up person. You're real. I'm
not just going to say, oh, today's Lenny's day, and I'm going to go on, let's have some fun, or make fun of what he does.
Right.
Listen, I have after what he did. You know what I'm saying?
So all's well in love and war. So
I love Lenny. I have no issue with him. I've hung out with him. He's my brother. I have no issue with him. What he did was wrong. He publicly apologized and admitted he was wrong, and it was over. If anyone noticed, it was over. Mike took his post that had 3,000 views of what his response to Lenny's post.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I'm never going to go after someone just to go after them. Listen, I see Facebook Live stuff and I see things that go on all the time. And do I agree with it? I see people calling themselves this. And do I agree with it? No. Am I going to go and put my name out there and publicly disagree? No. If they want to have an issue with me, I will respond as such. That's how I look at it.
No, and agreed, because you're defending yourself and everything, that you stand for. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. I have tried, I'm not saying I'm right.
Mike didn't work this hard to get this radio station where it's at, to have some guy go on a Facebook Live and fucking take him and diss what he did.
No.
And if you want to do it, you're going to get called. And if you have to be prepared to call out it and not sit down and cry and
right.
Think about, oh shit, what did I do? Think about what you did. If you're going to call someone out, be prepared for the consequence.
Yes.
But if you get called out and you respond, that's what I've done in my end.
No, and I would, what I'm trying to say is that what I've tried to do is think before I respond, because what happens is I get twisted, because when something happens, and I recently have been through something where I heard certain things that took place and I realized manipulations that were taking place and words that were spoken that supposedly came out of my mouth that did not. So, I know what you're talking about, and I didn't go on public, and I could go on public blast and defend myself, if you will, because I was definitely wrongfully accused. I don't even know the right word. It wasn't public,
okay.
Like as in
so there. You go. Well, see, listen, I've only responded to stuff that was done publicly.
But it affected me publicly because it affected certain people. So my point is that I stop at that point because I don't want, my first reaction is I'll go for your throat. And I try not to do that because, it doesn't always end well, because then you react, I react too much. And I'm like you, I'm very passionate, I'm very loyal, and I don't like when people, mess with me and talk shit. Because if somebody said, oh, well, that's nice because you said this and that. I said, oh, really? So why don't you ask me? Because I think you pretty much know me by now. Everybody knows how I feel. Whether you like it, you don't like it, I'm not hiding it. If I don't like you, you know I don't like you. I'm not disrespectful to you. I just keep my distance from you. That's all.
Bingo.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't have to tell you that. You're going to know it. And I carry myself as such. I don't get involved with freaking bullshit. I don't want to hear people yapping. Who's jealous? Who's this? Who's banging this one? Who's talking about that one? Who gives a shit? We're fucking 48 years old. Are you
48 too?
Yeah, we're the same age. I just said you were born in 1970.
Yeah, me too.
When's your...
February 11th.
So you're going to be 49.
Wow.
See that?
Yeah,
oh my God.
I'm so smart.
I'm so smart. Yes. Well, I'm going to be 49 in February, March, April. Yeah, 2 months after you.
2 months after me.
Yeah. And my son's birthday is the 22nd.
Okay, why don't we do this? It's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Why don't you do you want to go any longer or are you done? I have no problem if Mike wants us to be off, we can go on to Facebook Live for a little bit. It's up to you.
Hold on.
Here, wait, before we do that, you can do your station ID.
Okay.
I'm going to go out into your yard and do my station ID.
Okay.
Because I got to get rid of the Miller Lite.
All right.
9 o'clock. I held it till 9.
All right.
So
good boy. All right. Well, you know what? I'll talk amongst myself.
Do you talk amongst yourself?
I'm going to mention all the shows and stuff.
And then if you want, I'm down. Unless you want to end it.
All right.
You're good. You want to keep going?
All right. Well, good.
Sure, Michael,
now.
keep it
I don't know. I think that there's probably, well, if unless you're going to start like...
I'm saying we can look at Facebook Live a little bit. There's people looking at this.
Yes. Well, there's...
Wow. It's not a minus. Mine's usually a minus.
No, because this is actually YouTube. That's Facebook.
Mine's usually a minus on Facebook.
Well, then
so
you've been missing me all this time.
Wow.
See that?
All right. I'll be back.
Okay. He's going cruising.
Yeah.
You may see my kid in the window half naked. If you see a naked boy, it's my child.
Probably shouldn't say that on the air.
Yeah, that's okay. We won't tell anybody. Now, let's see. Friday night, we are, and I know Anthony just ran out of the building here, but Friday night is Noma Central, I'll be all right, Noma Social, in the Ramada, in New Rochelle, New York, and I think it's Anthony, I know Anthony's DJing, I'm not sure if Miami Mike is going to be in the building or not, and then... what else do we got going on? Next Thursday, I have my happy hour at the Gnarly Vine from 7 to 9. Let's see. Just to go through some of our shows that we have on Miami Mike Radio. And remember that all of our shows are live. This is it. Like, you're listening to us live right now. So Mondays, we have the Ride Home with DJ Paulie, a.k.a. the Portuguese Prince, from 6 to 9. We have Mind Candy Mondays with DJ Rob Mush from 9 to 11. Tuesdays, we now have Steve, DJ Simply Nice, from 1 to 3. And then, of course, Real Talk with Karen Stacy from 7 till God knows when.
Tonight, anyway.
Wednesday, we have DJ Lady E at 7 p.m. And then Wednesdays, we have the Mayhem Loyal Listener Show with Hamilton, Zara, and Maymay from 8:30 to 11:30. Thursdays, we have Gino Caffarelli with Throwback in the Day. And that's 1 to 3, if I'm not mistaken. We have the Traffic Jam with DJ Michael Anthony from 4 to 6. Fridays, we have Steve, DJ Simply Nice from 8 to 10. And then Friday Night Sessions with Tony Sanapi from 10 p.m. on. Saturdays, we have the Ghazi Show at 8 p.m. And then, of course, we have usually our Saturday night dance parties with the man himself, Anthony Mangini. Anthony, you have only this Friday night is Noma, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else going on? That's just that Friday, correct?
December 8th.
December 8th.
We got the Guido
Christmas
party.
That's right.
Gino.
With Gino, yes. How you doing? I loved that Guido, that freaking, on the 5th day of Christmas, 2 pinky rings.
You ever pick a towel on you?
No, but I have a towel, those are clean towels. Yeah, I love that. I used to pee my pants listening to that, the Guido thing.
All right.
Okay, so we talked about that. All right. I have one other question. What is it? Tell us, what is something that most people don't know about you?
Everybody knows I love my kids. I'm a family guy. My sister. I love my friends. Big shout out to Dominic Tino. He asked me to shout him out.
But everybody knows these things.
Jennifer Farrow, my best friend. She's one of my best friends. She's awesome people. Great. One of the greatest people I ever met in my life. And no, we've never fooled around. We've never done anything. It's just a female friend. You know, she's just a great person with me. I like Rochelle. We're doing a birthday party for her on Friday at Noma. Mm-hmm. And then we're having a little private thing for her as well this weekend. You should have gotten your invite.
Yes, thank you.
Thank Mike.
I did.
Something about me no one knows. Huh.
Well, I think
I'm not really that interesting.
Well, I beg to differ. And I think that people the people didn't know that you are all heart, because, you really are all heart. And I think that if they listen to the show today, I think they realize that, because, you are...
Well, I take what I do seriously. I could tell you that.
Besides what you do seriously, you're all heart. I mean, you talked about your family and your parents and the struggle that you went through and the hardship and stuff.
I did say
That's to me that shows that truly shows who and what you are, because I'm sorry, those things are what make us who we are. I think that's my, what we go through in life and the things that we've lost and the things that we've gained are what makes us who we are.
I think what makes you who you are, in my opinion, is how you were brought up.
Yes.
It's how you were raised and the type of person you were expected to be. Like, I have no problem. Listen, I respect the police.
Right.
I have no problem with the police, and I have no problem saying yes, officer, no, officer. Listen, if a cop wants to be a different way with me, I can be a different way with the cop.
Right.
Because his badge does not make him any better than me.
Right.
And I will hold respect for his badge until he doesn't have respect for his badge, and I will point that out.
Right.
But I'm a huge supporter of law enforcement. I'm a huge supporter of, this is why we stand. I believe when the national anthem is played, you should stand up. Yep. I'm a very stern believer of that.
Yep.
I do, and it has nothing to do with race with me. I do feel for that cause. I do feel for the cause and the injustices within the black community, and I believe there is. And but I don't feel that our national anthem is the place to have that injustice put out there. And listen, I feel, and I'm very stern with this, if you don't feel that you should stand up when our national anthem was played, and you don't feel you should recognize this country that way, you should get the fuck out. And that's my opinion.
I agree with
that. And I will always hold that opinion pretty strong to me. That's something that I believe in. It's a strong feeling I have. And my grandfather was a World War II veteran. I don't really come from a big military background as far as that, but I believe in these people, and it doesn't make a difference what color you are. No. Your flag is coming back from someplace else that you served this country draped on a coffin. And your family has to meet it at an airport. And for a man that's making $20 million a year, and you're gonna fucking kneel? Seriously, you're gonna kneel down as a disrespect? I have not watched one football game all year this year, and I'm a Giants fan in and out. And I know they're not. It is what it is there, but I think that's the most disrespectful thing. It should be very clear when the national anthem. Listen, when we went to school, we're the same age. You stood up, you put your hand over your chest, and you respected your country. That's how I feel about that. And if any man first off, any person that lives here that can't do that and can't find it in their heart to stand up, if you can stand. My father was in a wheelchair when we would take him to some of these games. My father couldn't walk. Sometimes we'd take him in a wheelchair because it was far away. He couldn't walk, and he was on a walker. Every time that national anthem was played, that man stood up. You know what I'm saying? You're making $20 million and you can't stand up? Come on, man. Seriously, I don't play that game.
I call it old school, and I talk about that a lot on the show. And yes, who you are definitely has to do with your upbringing, but what you go through makes you, I think, who you are is your core, but what you go through makes you who you are, because those are all lessons that your parents taught you, but you never really execute them until you become your own person, and then you have to execute those things. We go through the notions, we know what's right, we know what's wrong, and as you live and as you learn, as you go through things, you become them. So,
even the political posts.
Yeah.
People with all these political posts, and everybody, people that have been friends. I know people that have been friends all for 20 years, 30 years. They aren't friends anymore because one likes the Democrats, one likes the Republicans. See, I don't get that.
I don't either.
I'm really starting not to get that. And then, you listen, you're getting fed a lot of stuff from a lot of people.
Yep.
that's why I don't have anything to do with politics. I don't really try to do it. Me and Eddie went back and forth with that back in the day because he would post political stuff. I believe it was Impact. Somebody said, "Yo, you need to stop doing that because you're gonna hurt." Yeah. The politics wasn't where it was.
The climate was very different then than it is now.
Yes.
The climate is terrible.
Now it's if you pick a side, you're a bad guy.
You got it. Now it's so divided.
It's just ridiculous.
It's extremely
Let's see if anybody's saying anything over. You mind?
It's very divided.
Rob McCabe, next up. Discussion about the follies of supply-side economics.
You can bring that closer if it's easier for you.
I can't see it.
No, so
next up, discussion about, what is it? The follies of supply-side economics?
You missed the beginning of it, so, it's hard to see.
I don't know anything about economics, if that was Bill Cole trying to say anything.
All right, well...
Rob McCabe. Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's
Nita.
Because the people that are listening on the radio right now are wondering...
they're wondering what Anthony's doing. Anthony was looking at the Facebook Live feed. I'm sorry.
Yes, we have to always keep in mind our listeners all over the world.
I apologize.
Right? Because that's who we are catering to, and this is an added bonus when we go on Facebook Live so they can see us. But
that's right. Oh, they got to see me. Look at me.
They got to see Anthony, but This is why we do this, and we have people listening all over the world.
Anthony doesn't want to see Anthony.
Anthony doesn't want to see Anthony? All right, then look in the other direction.
I was looking. That's why I was looking at you.
Oh, is that why?
I'm looking at you because of that pretty face.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Yeah. Those glasses.
Yeah.
I'm verklempt. Yeah. That's a word, right?
Verklempt.
What is it?
Verklempt.
Verklempt?
I don't even know if I said it right. I don't know. See,
Shabbat
that's
shalom,
like what you just said. Like, that would be like something I would ask my grandmother, and we don't have we can't do that. So I think that's what it was. I don't know. My grandmother spoke a couple, I don't even remember. So I was asking my cousins because I was like, what did grandma used to say? What was the words? Because I don't remember them. And my mother would have known them, but then my mother doesn't know anything right now. So it's like,
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. So it's hard. You want to make that phone call. You know how many times something happens and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got to ask Joey. And I'm like, Jesus, So yeah, I get it. That's what happens. You can't remember nothing anymore. All right. So I think that we have, is there anything else that you want to leave anybody with? I mean, do you feel like, did you enjoy this more than you did when you did your talk show with me without me?
Actually, I'm going to be honest.
Please.
I said yes the other day, very quickly. Mm-hmm. And then I started to think about it.
That whole thinking thing.
And you know what it is? I'm like, I'm not very interesting.
I beg to differ. Stop looking at your phone. I need your undivided attention.
I'm like, here's it with me. I'm not very interesting. How much music can we talk about?
Right.
I think you. Let me tell you, you really did a great job with this because I was very scared.
Thank you.
I was very scared, and before I did my Facebook Live in the car with Serg, I was like, I'm nervous about this. He was like, yeah, I'd be too. Seriously, because very rarely, this is live.
I know. I'm aware of that.
This is live. It's not something that's edited.
I know.
I was very nervous to do this. I'll be honest. And all day I said it, and I was like, why did I say yes? Why did I say yes? Why did I say yes? I was going back and forth with myself all day with it. And I'm glad I did. I really am. You really kept it professional. It was a great interview. I guess I hope I was interesting because I'm really not interesting. Like I said in the thing, I'm shy. Like I'm not really. You see me out in the street. Like it's not like I'm. Yes, listen. If I feel comfortable with you, and like with my friends, we have a great time. We just go balls to the wall.
Right.
Like with Mike with the guitar thing, and then you ever see that?
I've seen your
Did you ever see that
on there.
No, did you ever see him do the guitar? Like play the guitar?
No, I have not.
You never saw Miami Mike?
No.
You never saw him where the video of, well, seeing how I really can't do much, thought I'd take out my old guitar and he plays?
I don't think I have, no. I think that would be something I would have remembered.
Oh my God, it's priceless. I'm gonna send that to you as soon as we're done.
Okay.
You know what?
But wait.
Hold on.
Finish your
Hold on.
We don't.
Oh, I was going to play it.
You
All right, yeah.
They're not going to be able to hear it, baby.
Sure they would. then me and Jennifer did a response to it.
Oh, okay.
With the video, we held the phone up to the thing and had. I know somebody out there that heard that. I know somebody out there heard all that stuff. Post it on Karen's live feed when she's done.
Well, I know because I always say to people, tell me, like, you know, if there's anything in particular you want to talk about, and then I say, tell me what's off limits. And you had said to me initially, nothing is off limits. Now, I know, you know, I don't know you that well. You and I have not, I mean, we've talked, but we don't hang out, like we don't talk regularly on the phone. We speak whenever we speak, and we're friendly.
Whenever I call you, you'll answer.
Oh, here we go.
But it's always about something. It's not like it's not like I'm calling you to.
No, right. We're not calling. You're not calling me saying what's up, girl. What's going on? You know, there's an event. There's an event.
The same way you're not calling me to say what's up, going on, boy. You know.
Right. But so I mean, so when, like, I can understand that maybe, and a lot of people that have come on my show are not necessarily people that I'm friendly with like that either. And, you know, so I always like to know what is on, you know, off limits, because I would never want somebody to talk about something that would make them feel uncomfortable. And that's why when I use the term throwing somebody under the bus, I would not do that. I'm not going to touch on something that I know isn't going to feel good, you know, or put anybody on the spot to say something, because just because it's real talk doesn't mean you're putting any, you know, you're throwing somebody out there like that. But that's it. We're talking. So it's not, I don't consider myself, I'm not a journalist. I'm not interviewing somebody. We're talking and we're getting to know each other. And you're all of the listeners out there that have been listening to you a hell of a lot longer than they've been listening to me. They all got to know you tonight. They all got to know the real Anthony, you know, a bit of what you know, let them into, where they understand where your core and your heart lives. Because yes, they see that your passion is in your music and all of that, but now they see that you're a family man. I mean, anybody that follows your post know, you know, you dote over your daughters and everything, of course. But now they, you know, a lot of people out there don't have their parents either, and you're very young. You're 48 years old not to have your parents.
No, you know, you see that a lot of people with the grandparents. You see that with so many people with their grandparents and the kids, going to grandmas and grandma. My kids don't have grandparents anymore. My kids lost 3 grandparents in 1 year. Yeah. In the course of, well, it wasn't the same year. It was the course of months, December to May, but it's the same thing. Within months.
Well, it's like when we got
3.
I get it, and I'm sorry that has happened. But you know, it was like when we got to that age when you started going to your friends' funerals, right? You were always going to the grandparents' funerals, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy crap!
See, I learned that at a young age. I had my best friend, one of my best friends, still my best friend. His name's Louis Catapano, and he died when I was 18. Died of cancer.
I'm sorry.
And I was young. I didn't know how to even respond to anything like that. It messed me up. But I think about him every day.
Yeah.
You know, I have a little box that's under my bed that has all my stuff in it. And like his mass cards and like just picture of me and him. And like has my stuff in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like things that are important to me.
Yeah. That
have been important to me through my life. That I've kept, you know, like shit like that, and you know, that's something, again, I learned that at a younger age.
I had the same lesson.
My grandfather died the same way my dad died. He died out in his backyard. He was out looking at his tomatoes right around Thanksgiving time, November 8th. I think it was 85? I think it was 85.
So you were 15.
And, no, actually I was a little older than that then, because I was driving, because my father called and he's like, do me a favor, go to my father's house, and you know, Grandma said Grandpa fell, and I went there, I saw the ambulance, and it was a wrap. My dad got there, and you know, but I've seen that. So I mean, look, that's part of life.
Yeah,
it's part of life, but it doesn't mean you don't not think about that stuff.
Of course,
you know, and there's a lot of people. Listen, I get up and I can say, like, I'm annoyed with my life sometimes, and I'm not liking how things go.
Right.
But there are people with children that are sick.
I know.
There are people with so much. My girls are healthy.
Yep.
You know, there were people. There were people with so much worse than what I that I have going on with me.
Yep.
That how do you even?
Yep.
How do you? You know, I've used the word. Oh, I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life. I've used those words. I use those words, and you know what? How do you say that in front of a person who's
correct
sitting there with a kid in a hospital with cancer?
Yep.
You know, how do you sit there and try to relate to someone who's going through something so messed up, and you're talking like your life is
right?
You know what?
Puts it into perspective. That's the thing.
It really does.
Of course,
Karen. It really does.
I know.
Seriously.
I know. Believe me. We talked about this. I've talked about this on a lot of my shows. It does put things into perspective. You know, I mean, that's what I mean when you said that you know the way you're brought up is what makes you who you are. It's also what you go through that makes you who you are, and that's why I said that, because that is very true. It's very difficult sometimes. Life isn't easy, and you wake up in the morning and guess what? They say, you know, you had a gift. You opened up your eyes today, right? You put both feet on the floor.
Sometimes
and
you don't feel it as a gift.
Well,
there's people that wake up that don't feel that.
It's very difficult sometimes to feel that way because life is difficult. But you do take for granted. I was talking last week. I said one of my clients, 50 years old, she can't pee. She has a freaking one of those bags because she can't pee because she got some type of infection and she can't pee. Like, you take peeing for granted. You know, so these are the type of things that's why, as difficult as it is to get up and do something, you know, if you don't like something in your life, you have the ability, God willing, to change it or improve it, right? Because you have been gifted the ability to do that. Other people, if they want to walk and there's no chance that they're going to walk, I don't know. I believe if you try hard enough, God willing, you can walk, right? But that's the thing, is that people lose sight of that sometimes because you get wrapped up in life, and life has a momentum and it takes you someplace, and you forget how fortunate you are that you woke up this morning. You forget how fortunate you are that you could put your clothes on by yourself today, that you can get in your car and drive, whether it's a jalopy or a freaking Mercedes. You know, you forget that your kid...
Whether it's a what?
A jalopy? Would I say it wrong? That's a jalopy. That's a word.
Jalopy.
Jalopy, yeah.
No, some people use hoopty. Some people
jalopy. Jalopy.
I just
yeah.
Well, I like it. Come on, I like him to talk.
All right, you like to watch my mouth when I talk. I know that's.
I do.
And then you give me that look.
What look?
Well, right now that wasn't the bad look. But yeah.
There's a bad look. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The one when you wanted to kill me. Yeah. No, I'm just saying that it is true, and you learn these things. And I too lost a friend at that age as well, best friend of mine as well. And you don't know what to do with that at 18 years old.
No.
You don't know where to put it. I was 18 years old. I slept in my parents' bed that night because I didn't know what to do with those emotions, because you are just not equipped to handle that. Especially, don't get me wrong, I lost my grandfather before that, which killed me, and my grandparents before that. But, you know, it's a natural progression. You know you're going to lose your grandparents. You know that's going to happen. But you don't believe that you're going to lose a friend because they're the same age as you. And when that happens at that age, you don't even know what to do with it. I mean, we don't know what to do with it now. But, you know, so yes, we are blessed, and that is something that we should always think about, right? And that's another thing that we can share with everybody listening, right? Be thankful, be grateful. You woke up today. You God willing, you have your health.
God willing, you wake up tomorrow.
And you wake up tomorrow. Listen, my husband used to say all the time, today's a good day. Another day above ground is a good day. That's what he used to say all the time. See, jalopy, Melanie was saying. So,
Hi, Melanie.
So is that what you wanted to close with? Because you were making a closing statement.
Was I?
Yes.
I don't usually like things to end, so there's no real closing statement.
You were saying that you were very nervous.
I was very nervous. You definitely took that away. I think Serg coming in here in the beginning with me helped a little bit because it took some of the nerves away.
Okay.
Sorry, it wasn't my fault. It was. I'm never late for anything. but I wasn't like I was late. I was
No,
here.
we were
I
good.
walked in that door at 7:00.
No, we were good. We were good.
And then you got the treat with Serg for a few seconds.
Yes.
You got to have him on here.
Yes, well, he kept promising me, but it hasn't happened yet. You guys
got me.
are very busy. I know. I was in shock.
When you asked me, I was honored. I said I'd be honored.
And so was I that you said it, because I figured I wanted to actually be a part of the talk show since you had one with me. You had one with me that I wasn't on. So,
I like it. I really enjoyed tonight. No more questions?
Thank you. I mean, I have a few, but you know what?
Ask them.
You're back and forth. I think we might be losing people at this point. I
don't know, losing people.
You're going to be around a little bit. You're going to be back and forth a little now, right?
No. This will be the only time I could do this for right now.
Oh, okay. Did you say that you're going to come? You said that Thursday you're going to be able to come to my
this
happy
Thursday.
Hour thing.
Next Thursday.
The 6th.
Wait,
December 6th.
You don't know when your happy hour thing is?
December 6th.
Right.
I'm very bad with numbers, in case you didn't realize that. It's December 6th. Okay. So, because you have the thing December 8th.
December 8th, yes, in Noma Social.
Yes,
the
December
12
6th.
Days of Guido Christmas. It's Gino Caffarelli's.
How you doing?
He's throwing the jam. He's throwing the party. He wanted us to DJ, and I. Gino, I love Gino.
I love you.
I got the shirt on.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got your cruise shirt.
I wore that tonight.
I had my cruise shirt when he came.
You got your cruise shirt on?
Not now.
Oh, let's see.
You saw my cruise shirt.
Put yourself up a little bit. Let everybody see something. Let me see something.
No. Yes, and you heard the show when Gino was on, right?
Yeah, I watched it.
He's awesome.
Oh, you know what I really like? Gino had a Rocky throwback. Right?
Yes, right after. It was
sick.
there. Yeah.
That was sick. He had
Adrian.
Stallone's brother on. Yeah. He had Talia Shire on.
Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy, Adrian. And he had Catherine hosting with him. That was awesome. That was a great show.
Now, who's Catherine?
Catherine Arducci.
I don't know. Who is she?
You met her at the cruise premiere.
Oh, I don't recall.
You came to the bar and you were talking to her when I was standing at the bar.
I'm very bad with names. That's terrible. See, I'm very bad. I didn't take any medication so I could stay up for this.
Who didn't take any medication?
Tracy, she don't feel good.
Oh, I hope you feel better, Tracy Katz. That interview, see? Frank Stallone, Bill Cole was watching that.
Yeah.
How do you do this? You can go back and see who said stuff?
Yeah, you can scroll.
All right, let's see. John Sperling, keep going. My brother, John Sperling, in the building. What up? What up, Melanie? Cecilia, I love you, baby. Hope you're recording this for everybody. You recording this, Karen? Oh, you are? Okay.
It's going to go on Mixcloud.
Absolutely. Ro, what up, Ro? She's saying great job. That's awesome. Rob McCabe in the building.
Thank you guys so much for your input.
Hey, Rose. How you doing, Rose? Joey D. What up?
See, you could see better than me.
I can't see that good.
All right, good, because neither one of us, we're both the same age. It's hard.
Hi, Gina Marie Russo Kosa.
Yes.
Hi, baby.
She said you're her favorite.
I love her so much.
She said you're her favorite.
She's another really great human being that I'm glad I met.
Great
Seriously, I'll be honest with you.
Yes. Everybody, such good hearts.
I can never say, I know Christine Cabozi, Barbara. Christine Cabozi, I like her too.
Yeah,
she's
a sweetheart.
That's Kathy's friend. I met Christine before I met Kathy.
Yes.
So it's not good.
Yes. I want to be somebody's favorite though. Gina says you're her favorite. Does anybody want to be my favorite?
Why don't we put the camera off? And we can, you can show me. Maybe you can be my favorite. How do we put this off? Where's the camera thing?
Yeah,
Here we go. Come here. You can be my favorite right now. Here, no one can see, baby. Go ahead. You want to be my favorite? Yeah. Oh, put your top bag on, Mama. Put your top bag on.
Anthony.
You could be my favorite.
Anthony.
There you go. Put your pants. Right, seriously though, no one can see the bottom.
Nobody can see that.
Like you haven't seen Karen's hand in a few seconds.
No.
Anthony's about to be done. And then we don't meet with the show.
Oh my.
Hi, Leslie Ann. What up, Mama?
Oh my. Oh my.
She said, "Oh my." Rochelle, Ro.
Oh my God, you're.
We're
yelling.
gonna get. I'm sorry.
You're too close.
We're gonna get into some rotastic shit on Friday night.
Oh, here we go with the Rose.
The Ro.
So funny.
Some rotastic shit. Vinny LaBarbera. Yo, Vinny, what up, my brother? Yeah. Some rotastic shit. Friday night, Noma Social, we're throwing Rochelle Marie her birthday party, the public party on Friday. Yes. All right, me and Miami Mike. Anthony Mangini on the mix.
Rochelle.
Happy birthday. Me and Miami Mike on the mix. Actually, me on the mix, so Mike will play too. Me and Miami Mike running the show. Lorianne, I love you. Great show. Thank you. Oh, Angela, what up, Ange? Freezing in here now.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's because you keep going outside. I don't know. I'm always hot. I'm hot stuff.
Rose, what up, Rose? I'm glad Dory's okay, right?
Yes, thank God.
Girl Dory?
Yes, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who's
she
that?
was. I think she said that I was seeing some of the comments. She's on heavy painkillers, but we'll check that out.
That's what I thought about taking before I came on the show. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah,
pain.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you want my voice to sound a little less harsh?
Yeah.
Well, people either my voice goes right through them, or I told you there are people that think my voice is actually sexy.
Really?
Mic drop.
Huh? In the words of May May, huh? Hi May, where's May May? I can't believe she's not watching.
May May's not
or listening. She's not feeling
good either.
What's the matter with her?
She was home. She has bronchitis. Hope you feel better.
She just got that fucking boot off, and now she got bronchitis.
Yep.
Damn, from the foot to the throat, huh?
Yeah.
How quick it goes.
From the foot to the throat. That sounded bad.
Yep. It's like fucking hoof and mouth. It's like a cattle disease.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you don't eat them.
Oh, that's right. She don't eat meat. No, that's not what I heard.
Come
on.
That's all.
Come on, May. I love May. May's May. I love May.
Hey, you can get away with it. You break her stones like nobody else.
No, I don't. I never do. I break May's. Where?
Oh,
tell me one thing. Name. Here you go. You want to put on?
Oh my God! When we did the test thing, that show when we did the test thing with you, me, and.
Okay. Yeah, you can say.
I could tell that look wasn't real.
You can say no. The test thing.
We did that test thing when we were talking about doing the show, and originally this show was supposed to be me, you, and Mike. And then it was, and then Mike had said, that he wasn't going to be able to commit to it once a week. You couldn't. So that was when we started. And then we were saying, this was before May was on the Loyal Listener show. Before she was having May.
Oh, and it was just when it was just Hamilton's show.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes. So,
I'm sorry. Foot to the throat. Is that he's telling me the disease?
Sounds like a fetish activity.
Oh.
So we did the test.
Oh, look at Gino Caparelli in the building. What up, Gino?
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you, Gino, so much.
Rob Mush.
That's Rob McCabe.
Taking the ball busting. So that was when you were raw and raunchy that night.
I was?
Yeah, that was
I'm
when.
never raw.
That was when. Oh yeah, okay. That was when Sister
Louis Natrella in the building.
That's when Sister May May came about because we were going for hours and I was like protecting her. You were going off.
Oh, I love May. I would never do anything.
Of course. No, we were.
Oh,
it
look
was
at this.
all in good fun.
You did an amazing job. You're an amazing talent. Most of all, you're an amazing human being. The show's not over, yo.
I know, and I didn't get that text.
Wow. Great job. That's all. That's a positive when people think. Listen, I was scared about this.
No, you shouldn't.
I was very skeptical.
You should never be scared. I would never take you to the wrong place.
No, I didn't think you would ever take by me. I wasn't worried. I wasn't really worried about you. I was worried about me looking like an idiot.
But you're not an idiot, so there's no way you could look like one.
And I see everybody else doing it, and I was like, damn, they look so cool, and they look so like when you had Gianna and you had Tracy on, everybody's looking.
That thing was moving.
You have everybody looking so cool, and everybody, and then you got me. Yeah, Tia here, all propped up.
And guess what? You're going to look the same way.
Then you got me.
When you watch it, you're going to look the same
way. How do I get my shit on this? Oh, you should let me sign it.
Oh.
Nah, that's all right.
That's cute. Yeah, no, I know. I don't have... I got to make another one with some of the pictures of us on it.
I'm saying you should let me sign it.
Absolutely.
Right there. Right coming out of your mouth.
Oh, my.
Anthony Mangini was here. Holla at your boy.
Oh boy.
Any more questions?
I think.
Did we cover it all?
I think we did. I think maybe.
Do you have to go to sleep or anything?
Well, I do have to. I do have a child. I have to.
Do you want me to hold this down so you put him to bed?
Make sure. No. He should be to bed.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna say I'll hold this down for an hour, so I'll talk amongst myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I think we'll sign off on Miami Mike Radio.
Why?
And then if you want,
why are we signing off on Miami Mike Radio? Did he want us to sign off?
He didn't say that, but
I'd be pretty pissed if he did.
I don't think that he did. But
maybe is anybody playing?
I don't think so.
Sometimes I'll play after your show.
I know.
I like it.
I know.
You know what it is? I get amped up.
Yeah, you get amped up. I amp you up.
You do.
Yeah, because you hear my voice and you want to kill yourself.
No, baby, come on, don't say that. I don't want to kill I like your voice. You have a very distinct voice, and I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it. It's sexy in some way. It really is.
Did you rehearse that?
No, Mama. No, baby, no. It is. It really is sexy. Mm-hmm. Like there's a sexiness about you that I've always said there was, like a sexiness about you. You're a very pretty girl. Like the way your hair's up, down, like this, and you have the hair over the glasses. Like that's all props.
Thank you. It ain't propped. It plopped. It ain't propped. It's plopped.
Like you look good tonight. Like you sweatsuit.
I don't have any makeup on. This is
I know. I don't have any makeup on either.
Oh my God, you don't?
No, I don't have no makeup, and I got my cruise T-shirt on.
You got your cruise T-shirt. That's what represent
all day.
Represent.
I had a T-shirt. I got sweatpants.
Yep. Me too. I got a sweatsuit on. It's all good.
It is. You look good tonight. Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I would next.
I'm gonna bring you inside for some matzo ball soup.
Oh God. And that's
all right. And that's it.
Yes.
Anthony has the Miller Glow. Bingo. The official sponsor of Anthony Mangini and Anthony Mangini Entertainment, Miller Lite.
There you go. It's Miller time.
It's Miller time. Yes. All right. So that's that.
Yes, we are going.
I was honored. Come here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I was very scared, and you made me feel comfortable. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me do this.
And I am.
And I will definitely, if you ever want me to do it again.
Absolutely.
I will do it again. It just happened. I'm here on a Tuesday night, and I'm honored. Thank you with all my heart, Karen.
I appreciate it.
I really enjoyed this.
I did too. We had fun. I knew we were going to have fun.
Yeah, we walked in with Crazy Serg.
That's it.
Are you going to put this on? I get to watch this later?
Absolutely.
Whole thing back?
Yep.
I get to go and relax and lay down and watch this?
I did some of it on I experimented with.
But I'm saying this one I could go back
yep.
and watch it back, right? Because you'll save it and everything.
Oh yeah.
And thank you for all the people that are watching it. Seriously, they're watching through the night.
And
the
they
Facebook
stay
Live
consistent.
and MiamiMikeRadio.com. Listen. MiamiMikeRadio.com, my home. Big up shout Miami Mike. I love you with all my heart, my brother. He knows that. I can't wait to see you on Friday. Friday night, Noma Social. Anthony Mangini, Miami Mike. We're throwing a birthday party for Rochelle. It's Roberthay party. It's Rose's big day. It's her weekend. We got something private on Saturday. I'm just honored to be here, and I really thank you so much. Next, the 8th, we're doing Gino Caffarelli's the 20th anniversary of the 12 Days of Guido Christmas.
20th anniversary.
At Noma Social. And then New Year's Eve, I'm at the Coliseum with Tia. And Barry White, even though he passed, I guess he's coming back somehow.
Yep.
We can go on for another minute, right?
Yeah.
When I saw that, and she's like, I got Barry White. Tia books me through Serg.
Okay.
And Serg said it, and we went through a bunch of different things, and I was like, okay. He's like, you sure? I was like, yes, Serg, I'm sure. And next thing I know, literally 5 hours later, I see something out with Anthony Mangini and Barry White at the Coliseum for New Year's Eve. And I'm like, wait a minute. When I first saw it, I'm like, holy shit, Barry White. Then I'm like, wait a minute. Motherfucker's dead. Barry White passed.
Anthony, this could be a big chance. This could be your big chance to get the panties down. You got Barry White singing. Maybe they're going to be up in the DJ booth.
I don't need Barry White to take girls to take their panties off. I'm good with that. I'm good with it. If they take them off or not, I'm fine. But I'm saying, I'm like, Barry White. I'm like, damn.
It's unbelievable. Back from the
And I'm like, the first thing I did, I knew there was something off there. There's no way. Listen, Tia's a great promoter. But there ain't no way, even if Barry White was alive.
Yeah, she wasn't.
There's no way in God's good chance in hell.
Yep.
Barry White's performing at the Coliseum at White. Barry White may perform at the Garden on New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, he ain't performing at Coliseum in White Plains. I love the Coliseum. Big up to Josh and all them.
Right.
But
it's not Barry White.
So I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm fucking on the phone. I'm like, he's dead. I'm like, I text T. I swear to you. I text T. I go, yo.
That had to be a conversation. It was a funny conversation because she's funny.
Barry White's dead.
Yes, I know. So what did she say in response
to that? Oh, it's
an
impersonator. It's just like him. It's like he's really there.
She's the best.
What?
Well, maybe everybody's gonna get lucky. Anybody that comes and it's a red party, so anybody that comes on New Year's.
What's his Rob McCabe?
He's trying to get lucky.
What he's doing? Rob McCabe won 2 tickets. I'm gonna be giving away a lot of tickets to New Year's Eve. Before New Year's Eve.
Save one for me, please.
You want to come for New Year's Eve?
Of course.
You want to be my date? I don't blame you.
I didn't get that far, but
I don't blame you. Trust me, I don't blame you.
But Rob's offering jewelry with his date.
You should go. Rob, put Karen Stacy on the top of the list.
Oh my.
Seriously.
Oh my.
We went over the list the other night at Copacabana on Thanksgiving Eve. We went over some of the lists.
I'm an A-list type of person.
You're on his list, though.
I don't think so.
No, you might be on the list. He might be someone you might choose.
Oh, I see.
You get a piece of jewelry.
So it should be my list then.
You get a piece of jewelry. You should do that. How about I give you 2 tickets and you ask for 2 guys to go? You want to play that game?
Oh my! Oh yes, 2 guys.
Want to do that? And you can take 2 guys.
Oh my!
But he's really going all out. He's going pick up, bring him to the hotel.
Yeah.
Seriously, bring him to the hotel.
I know.
They're gonna get to the club. I think it must gotta be walking distance.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Okay, so going to the club, he's gonna open the doors. He's gonna hang their coat. He's gonna buy their drinks. He's gonna give them each a gift. I think I might need to. You know what? Again, here's what it was. The other night, you didn't hear this the other night. So he's Frank C came out of his shell. Frank C was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Love Frank. Love you, Frank. Rob McCabe's got this whole list of girls to go with him.
Okay.
And I'm like, what about me? So Frank looks at me and goes, yeah, you have what I had. You have what I had. Like what Frank C had before he came out of his shell. I have what he had. Then Anthony says,
What, Taco Bell?
No, it's just...
What?
I don't know what it is.
What the hell does that mean?
I have what he had.
Oh, okay. I can assure you, you do not have what he had.
Thank you, Karen.
Just say, I'm going to say negative.
She said, I can assure you,
negative.
You don't have what he... Thank you, Karen. That
negative.
That was the best thing anybody said to me all night, Mama. Thank you, baby.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. That was
keep
beautiful.
it real, baby.
Yep, real talk. Karen Stacy.
Keep it real.
Special guest, Anthony Mangini.
Yes, and I love you, Frank, but no, you don't have.
I don't have what he had.
You don't have what he has.
So Rob McCabe got all this crazy shit going on.
Yeah, good luck.
Gifts and champagne. And...
Well, he's on a cougar hunt.
That's right, the cougar hunt.
He's on a cougar hunt.
Oh, yeah, the cougar whisperer.
Yeah, the cougar whisperer. He's on a cougar hunt.
The cougar whisperer.
You
got a lot of messages on here.
Yeah, I know. Oh. People like us. See that? They like us.
Sonia. I've been talking about Sonia all night.
Yeah.
Hi, Sonia.
I love Sonia.
I love Sonia, too.
I'm telling you, everybody Sonia, that we're scrolling, everybody's, I love you. She's a hottie.
Watching her swinging that shit around on the pole.
Hey, did you hear that we're going to do a pole dance? I want to do a pole dancing show. When Sonia comes in, she's here on a Tuesday.
You didn't have a pole dance?
No, but I'm going to try to figure it out. I worked in a strip club. I tried to do it.
You were a stripper?
Not a stripper. I was a bartender. And I tried to climb up on the damn pole.
You're a good stripper. Go get my coat. Let me get a couple dollars. Let's see how you
Listen, these are real. You got to get 20s out.
Wrong wallet. Wrong wallet.
God damn it.
Ugh, wrong guy. I'll give you, how about a beer and $1?
Yeah.
That's like $1 and a drink.
A Coke and a smile.
Bingo. There you go, Karen.
I'm good. We're going to do a pole dancing show. Sonia's gonna look into it, and we'll have to video it, and that'll be hysterical because
like a Miami Mike radio pole dancing.
Yes,
you're gonna put poles in here.
Not in here. We're gonna go to a studio.
You should put. Oh my God, let me play the music. I'd love to see you girls all.
I don't
you
know.
Wear something hot?
Well, I don't know. I guess, but I don't know if that's we have to find out about that. I wonder if we can do that. I mean, it depends if they're having a class, then their class is orchestrated by the teacher that has music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
so unless we find a studio,
I'm sure they're not going to throw you on a.
Sonia,
I'm sure they're not going to throw you on a pole, and Anthony's going to play like Acid Crash or something.
I don't know, but I've had a couple of people that told me they want
my lips are chapped.
They want us to do something for.
See, that's what I mean about me being
pole dancing.
Face. Oh,
stop it.
My poor face. Oh, like make it open to all ladies of MMR. Oh, wow. All the ladies in the New York's tri-state area. I think he just opened that contest up to.
That's wonderful.
Wow. He might have that's a list.
Well, he needs to get like a contest going or something.
You're on the list. You're on the list.
I'm not on the list.
You are.
I'm not on the list.
You are on that list. I bet you. Rob, is Karen Stacy on the list? Anthony needs some reading glasses.
Some reading glasses.
Thank you.
I know, because he's like staring at
What'd you say?
You'll
be even
sexier.
Because the glasses. Anthony's not sexy at all.
The glasses make
Rose. See, I think Rose of Tony Sinapi. What's up? I think Rose should go and be one of Rob McCabe's dates. I really do. Rose, he'd pick you up.
Yeah, that's true, Rose. You've
in
been
Long
wanting
Island.
to come to our events.
He'd pick you up in Long Island. He'd take you back there. You got a place to stay. You come to the party. You get to go back the next day. I mean, I told Rob about Rose the other night. I was like, yo, listen, go pick her up. The Metro North's right there. Go let her fucking hang out. Have a great time. You'll have a great time with us, Rose. And then put her on the train. Just take the train home.
There you go.
You know? I think that's a perfect deal. And you get to stay over. He'll buy your drinks. You just got to be in his top two. And if you're not in his top two rows, I got the comp. But he still has 4 rooms. He still has 3 extra beds. He has him. He has 2 double beds in the room.
Oh, okay.
So he's got 3 for 3 lucky ladies. So there's actually 3 lucky ladies that get to stay the night with him. 3.
Tree. Come on, you're Italian. You can't say 3. You got to say tree. You're going to the Guido freaking reunion.
How does he have 3 girls going to hang out with him?
I told you. Well, listen.
I have what Frank C had.
No, you don't.
It's like a form of leprosy.
No, you don't.
What did he say? I don't have 3 beds. He has 1 king size bed. But it could fit 4, can it?
The plot thickens.
Yep, the plot thickens. He has 1 king size.
I believe a sofa. Yes, that's right. I stayed there.
Poor.
There's a sofa
those
out
2
in there.
girls. Oh, there is, right? In the Cambria. There's a
sofa
sofa bed. Ain't there, McCabe?
And then there's the bed in the back, yes.
Yeah, I believe I have a sofa. He said it.
Yes, it's like that.
Tracy Katz, can you request 2 double beds?
No, they do have that. I stayed there.
That's
a cute hotel,
You got the king size bed.
No, but that's in the little room.
No, that would be great. I'd love to have the picture of Rob McCabe with the 2 honeys. You know what I'm saying? Just come here, like pretend you're one of the honeys. Just the 2 honeys, just like this, and you got another one. You got another one like right here. Like, yeah.
And here's my honey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oof, that'd be your honey right there. Yeah.
This is my honey.
Oof. Yeah. Put it in your mouth, baby.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. That would be. Happy New Year. Pop that fucking cork.
Oh my. Okay. And cut. All right, I do have to go. I have to go because my child.
I am honored that you asked me to do this. I love you, Mama.
Humbled.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you all this weekend.
I hope so. If I can get out.
One of the nights.
Well, Saturday is a little tricky, but I'm gonna try my best for Friday because it's close. So, if I can get, and that means I gotta get.
Any Jewish holidays coming up? Oh yes, Hanukkah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Sunday.
That's right. See?
I didn't even know that.
See? I did. I didn't really know it was Sunday, but...
I didn't either. Somebody at the gym...
I saw the Christmas tree right there, and I thought we were missing something.
Well, because it's Christmas. I did my tree. I put up
When's
a tree.
When's the menorah come up?
I have to find it.
Really?
Yeah. But I need to do that because I try to teach my son.
Both.
I
That's
try.
awesome. And you get 12 gifts, right?
It's 8, I believe. It's 8 days of Hanukkah.
Is that 12?
I think it's 8.
Oh, so 12 days of Christmas to 8 days of Hanukkah.
Right. I think that's it.
The Christmas is like,
see,
watch
you got the Guido thing
yeah,
going
the
on.
Christmas is like, watch this. We're going to beat that out by 4. I got you.
5 pinky rings.
Yo, the Fila suits. Louis Natrella with the Fila suits. I can't wait. Louis Natrella's going to wear a Fila suit on the 8th, and we're going to do that. We're going to do the remix.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope I can make that as well. But yeah, I do. I don't know any. I wasn't raised that way. So like you said, I used to call my grandmother and ask her like what I was supposed to say. But then actually she wasn't alive when my son was born, so I would try to ask my mother. And what I do is I go on YouTube. And I got the prayer on YouTube, and I play it for my son.
Wow, that's awesome.
And that's how because I don't really know what to teach him because I don't know. What? Rah, rah, rah.
I was going to say it, but I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it either, so that's what I do.
Well,
but happy everything. Happy
Hanukkah Merry Christmas.
Sunday.
Happy New Year.
Oh my God, you're not supposed to say Merry Christmas. We just went politically incorrect.
What are we supposed to say?
Happy holidays.
Bullshit.
Right?
I'm the wrong dude to talk that
yes,
about.
Exactly.
Then, you know what? Then here you go. You can't say Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm that. Merry Christmas. Yeah. All right? That's what I'm about. Happy Hanukkah to you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, motherfucker. All right, we out. Shabbat Shalom, motherfuckers.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Real Talk with Karen Stacy with my guest, the legendary Anthony Mangini.
One more time. Shabbat Shalom, motherfuckers.
See, he's bad.
He's good.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Love ya. All right.
Good job.